swag. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got a big bag, I got them big mad. Gotta take them boys to school cause they skip class. They be trying to move, trying to steal swag.
What's going on, everybody? G-Day Hoop Scout. We got Rob C in the gym, man. This is Shot Clock. Rob, what's up, man? The special edition today.
Middle of the week edition.
This is G-Day. On the show via iPhone.
We got a live person on the iPhone, y'all. Y'all can see.
Shout out to me.
I want to know why y'all don't never cover girls basketball.
Hold on, that's not That's how I know you don't like.
We opened the show.
Rob, you ain't gotta respond. That's how we know that you don't ever watch the show.
I don't.
Exactly.
We opened the show with a young lady last week. Well,
yeah.
Sunday.
We even had a girl. The girls' play was the number one play of the week last week.
It was, and that was the opening segment. Was a girls' interview. Every time Gary on, we talk about girls basketball.
Yeah, whatever. So for the month of February, are y'all giving that?
No, we're not giving out Black History facts. Coach Bondage, what's going on, man? Coach Bondage, man, got to go to the Lee College game yesterday versus Lamar State Port Arthur, man. Coach Bondage, Coach Wade did a really good job. Shout out to those guys over there doing what they doing, man. Rob, man, the show was on my Twitter today, G-Day Hoop Scout, man. So make sure you go and tweet that.
Yeah, facts. Everything good. Went to 2 games this week. We was together. We went to Nimbus and Spring on Monday, the makeup game. Spring actually won that game 39-38. And then I went to Stafford and Bradleysport. I'm going to be real, so I actually got there in the second quarter. I ain't going to front. But Stafford ended up pulling it out. Shout out to Coach Montoya on that win. Got to meet Coach Travis Pittman. Boy had some elite shoes on. I ain't gonna lie, that boy had on the fire red Jordan 4s. He said them his big game shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he had on some elite shoes, man. I can't speak for the rest of the region because I ain't seen all the region folk, but I really feel like I seen the regional finals for Region 4 right there. I feel like it's gonna be around 3. That's just my opinion. So y'all don't kill me when y'all watch this back, all y'all San Antonio people and stuff. But that's how I feel. I feel like I seen the regional final in my face. So shout out to both of those coaches. Man, it's so much going on. So many shout outs I want to say, but what's going on with you though?
Man, nothing much, man. Just staying busy. Doing my due diligence right now, retweeting the show. On the Twitter, in the Twitter sphere, and then finna hop on the Facebook side and share it that way. And so y'all make sure y'all share it and retweet it. I know we normally don't do it middle of the week. We do it on Sunday. So I know everybody, anticipate hop on Sunday. So today we may not get the same amount of viewers live per se, but as long as I retweet it and y'all share it and I'm sharing it, people will be able to go back and rewatch it because after we finish up, we're just doing a special because we didn't get to touch on 6A and looking into the playoffs of what's left in district because it's just so much. And so this is why we're going to finish up 6A today. And as soon as we get done with 6A, man, we're going to have a heavy hip-hop debate that I think, and it's going to be some things in here that's going to shock some people, surprise some people. We're going to have some guests on for that as well. So, make sure y'all stick around. Make sure y'all share it. Make sure y'all retweet it, like it, whatever platform that you want. And, let's spread the word, man. So we're going to get things rolling here pretty quickly. Let me tweet that out. Boom. Multitasking, man. Man, so 6A basketball. Man, we got a lot going on. I'm doing monitoring again. Why do you ask me that dumb question, bro? Put it on. Don't ask the question. All right. Here we go. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna blow it up. You know, last time y'all said, y'all had that, y'all got that bad eyesight.
That was Mr. Raspberry. I can say that now because he ain't on right now. Miss Raspberry saying he just fine.
But yeah, so 6A, this is District 13, Region 2, 6A, Couch Park, 1 district. Shout out to those guys. This is their 8th time winning district, 2nd year in a row. So shout out College Park as they won district. Grand Oaks in the Woodlands. Grand Oaks will be the 2 seed. Woodlands will be the 3 seed because Grand Oaks they beat the Woodlands twice. The Woodlands only beat them once. Remember, in this district, everybody plays each other 3 times. Now, next year, with the addition of new teams that will fall into this district, that won't be the case. Everybody will just play each other twice. And so next year will be very different. So if teams split a game next year, go to the traditional coin flip or playing game for playoff spot. Now, Conroe, Oak Ridge, and Willis, either one of them can get the final spot. Rob, who do you think is going to get the final spot?
Conroe.
What's going on, Mr. Deuce? Keep going, man.
Mr. Deuce, Conroe.
Hey. Coach Bundage, I'm gonna check on my phone real quick to see. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's talking about SBC basketball. I was gonna watch the games live, but I didn't want to pay $50.
Sheesh. Yeah, that was a little steep.
But that's to watch the whole event.
Yeah.
And I don't know too much about the Dallas team, so I know Green Hill, and that's about it. I know St. Mark's lost; they would have been really solid, but they lost Colin Smith to Arizona Campus Prep, and so I don't have any score up. But if I can find score updates, I will be sure to get them to you, Mr. Dudes. What's going on? Hey man, make sure y'all share the show and y'all retweet it if you're on the Twitter side. If you comment on Twitter, because Twitter has taken that away since they're kind of rolling with the spaces. The comments on Twitter through via Periscope won't come through no more. So that's why on the Twitter side you can just view it, but you can still retweet it to share it. So people can go back and watch it. If you're on Facebook, make sure you share it as well. Because like I said, after we get done recapping this 6A basketball, we're going to have a heavy discussion. Complex dropped their top rappers of every single year. And so I know it's going to cause some debates, some rap debates. So if y'all hip hop heads like we are, then it's going to go down later on the show. But back to basketball, man. What's going on, Mr. Brown? Make sure you stay tuned the whole time, man. A lot of heavy hip hop discussion. Share the show, y'all. Rob, go ahead, man. Who you think gonna take it? Conroe, Oak Ridge, or Willis?
Conroe.
Okay.
Conroe.
Go ahead, keep talking, man. I'm gonna roll Conroe with you, man.
Now the crazy part about it, some people may know, some people may not know. The number 1 seed in this district, more than likely, College Park is going to have to play.
We can't jump the gun yet, Rob, because tomorrow they will release the official what it is. So it may not be the 6 games like we was told. It could be a little less. So
okay, well,
we just gonna go as is until UIL releases the official on Friday.
Gotcha. Oh, Conroe play Willis, and Grand Oaks play Oak Ridge.
And so as we discuss these districts, we're going to show the games that they got remaining. Everybody has 2 games remaining. Some teams only have 1 game left. Excuse me. And so, man, I keep burping. So going back, Conroe, Oak Ridge, Willis, all sitting pretty much fighting for this last spot, man. Even with a 3-10 record, fighting for the last spot in district. And Conroe is playing Willis on, this is Friday games. Saturday, February the 12th, as you can see right there. Conroe has Willis. So Oak Ridge is going to take that loss. That's not going to help their case. And then coming back at you guys on Wednesday, February 16th, Oak Ridge is going to have Conroe, and then Willis has got to play the Woodlands. So it's going to be really interesting to see who gets that final spot in District 13, Region 2 of 6A.
What's up, cuz? My cousin on here, man. What's up, cuz?
What's up, whoever Rob's cuz is, man? We appreciate
Big T, man. Big T.
Oh, my bad, Big T. My bad, brother. We appreciate you for tuning in, man. That's all I know. That's all, man.
Facts.
We just appreciate you for tuning in, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to rock with us tonight, man.
Facts.
All right. Dang, what's the name go? All right, so this is what Rob was going to be talking. This is what Rob wanted to talk about right here, Region 14, right? I mean, District 14.
Yeah.
So on Friday, the UIL will release how many games that Westfield, who was sitting at 12-0 in district, has to forfeit because of an ineligible player on the roster. Not saying he was ineligible for grades, but you know how sometimes kids move into it. You got to sit out for however many days, but that he was sitting on the bench in the whatever the issue may be, they have to forfeit a couple of games. And so on Friday, which is tomorrow, whenever the UIL releases it, we will find out officially what it is. But as of today, you have Westfield number 1, Spring number 2, Nimitz sitting at number 3. Now the fight for that fourth and final spot is going to be between Davis, DeCaney, and Eisenhower. I didn't pull up the schedules on this district because depending on which games have to be forfeit will also affect like DeCaney's record. I think Nimitz and either MacArthur or Aldine is the other ones. So DeCaney could, their wins and losses could shift and they'd be in a different spot. And so didn't put the games for this one because still have to wait to see what the outcome is going to be. All right. District 15, 6A Region 2. You have Klein and Klein Collins. They both have split a game. They're both sitting at the top right now. Then you have Tomball Memorial and Klein Forest. They too both have split a game and are sitting for that third and fourth spot as of today. Now, Klein only has one game left, and Klein Collins also only has one game left. So Klein gets Klein Kane. This is on Saturday. So Klein's last game of the regular season is Saturday versus Klein Kane. A game that they should win. Klein Forest will get Klein Oak, and Tomball Memorial will get Tomball. Then on Wednesday for this district, Klein Collins, their last game is against Klein Oak. So both of those teams should go ahead and finish out 9-3. I'm sure they're going to do a playing game. Don't know where it will be, but once we find all that information out, we will be sure to share it with the people. And so Klein and Klein Collins both, like I said, should finish 9-3 in district play. Tomball Memorial gets Klein Kane and Klein Forest gets Tomball. So both of those teams should win both of their games as well, and they should finish out the season at 8-4. They probably will also do a playing game to see who gets that 3rd and 4th spot. Because like I said, Klein and Klein Collins, they split on the season, as well as Tomball Memorial and Klein Forest. They both split on the season. Rob, anything to mention about this district before we move on?
It'll be interesting to see where they do the playing games, but I think it's pretty much set, like you said.
Rob, man, I need you to turn up your mic, my brother.
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now, man. You know, you had the mumble rap going on. We ain't even got
I had the wrong earpiece off. I had the mic earpiece off instead of the other one.
Oh. We thought you was just kind of jumping ahead in the rap part, man, of the show,
Nah,
man.
man.
The hip hop part, man. You was trying to get your mumble rap on.
Nah, man.
Region 2,
Hey.
we still in Region 2. 6A, that is. This is all 6A district outlooks. What's possible? Who's going to make it as that final, as the 4 teams that makes it in each one. So this is still Region. This is still UIL 6A. This is Region 2, the last district in Region 2 for Greater Houston, and that is District 16, and that is the Cy Fair ISD district, pretty much, because all the schools is strictly Cy Fair. So sitting at number 1, you have Cy Ranch, who is on a 14-game win streak right now. Shout out to them. They're playing excellent basketball right now. Nuba Maneki has been putting up big numbers during this streak. Mikey Williams been playing really good defense, and Ryan Moore has been shooting lights out, and other key contributors have been here and there, Justin Norris and Kobe Raspberry. So just a solid group effort, man. I know Jalen Bernard is still out, but man, him with this group right now, I think they would have been really scary, man. Because he was a frequent top 10 dunking on people guy. But I don't know if you guys have been seeing in the clip that's been rolling around on Twitter, but I think we got it for sure number 1 this week already, man. I can't say because votes, we haven't voted yet, but it's a dunk on there that from this district that will be number 1. Meech, what's going on, Meech, man? Appreciate you as well, Meech. Make sure you share the show. Make sure you stay tuned, stay locked in. Because after we get done with this 6A basketball, we're going to talk about the top rappers of every single year, according to Complex. And I know that's going to cause a lot of ruckus with a lot of different people. And that's what we're here for today in this special edition of the Shot Clock, man. So Cy Ranch, once again, it's 12-0 district. Cy Falls, they're gonna play on Tuesday. That's gonna be pretty much district championship game, man. We both gonna be in the building.
In the building.
Oh, yeah, I'll be in the building as well. Already got it on my schedule. So we'll both be in the building. That game will be played at Cypress Falls High School. That is this coming up Tuesday. You got Bridgeland, who locked in their playoff spot already. They're gonna hold down.
Shout out Coach Pillow.
3 spot. Yeah, shout out Coach Pillow as well. This is not only just them making the playoffs, but this is also going to be the most wins that they have had in the history of the school. The school has been in existence for 5 years now. And this is the most wins that they've ever had in a season. They've made the playoffs before, but that year they just sat at 500 and didn't have this many wins. And then, so fighting for this last spot, this thing's going to get really interesting right here. I personally feel it's going to come down between Langham Creek and Side Springs. Rob, who do you think it's going to come down to?
Man,
do you think Cy Woods is going to make a push?
I don't. Cy Woods got some surprising wins. I ain't think they was gonna get, so I ain't gonna come through my. But I'm gonna take Side Springs though. I think Side Springs.
Okay, so let's look at the remaining schedule, man. All right, so all these games will be played tomorrow, Friday, February 11th. So Cy Woods, count them out because they got to play Cy Falls.
Cy Falls.
Yes, this Friday. Cy Lakes get Cy Ranch. Cy Springs get Cy Park. So Springs won the first matchup. Can Cy Park play spoiler in this situation?
They could.
Hey, we're going to find out. And then Bridgeland gets Langham Creek. Bridgeland already in the playoffs. Langham Creek. If Langham Creek beats Bridgeland, then Langham Creek. Hold on. I still can't jump the gun just yet because it depends. So if Cy Parks beats Cy Springs and Langham Creek beats Bridgeland, then Langham Creek sews up the number 4 spot in this district for the playoffs. But if Bridgeland beats Langham Creek and then Cy Springs beats Cy Park, then on Tuesday, perfect setup right here. Langham Creek versus Cy Springs for the 4th
that'll be for
spot.
the okay.
Yes. For the 4th spot, man.
Know the intensity in that mug will be.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
That's going to be a game. That's going to be a must-see game.
That's gonna be a playoff game.
Yeah, definitely. Big time playoff atmosphere for that game right there. And then, like we already talked about it, this game could be for the district championship. Cy Falls versus Cy Ranch. The game will be at Cy Falls. We didn't do predictions on Sunday because we was just talking a lot of basketball playoffs stuff with 4A basketball. We did 3A, 4A, and 5A on Sunday. But
Yes,
Rob,
we
I
did.
gotta ask, man, who Cy Falls is at home, Rob? Who you got, man?
Man, I don't know. I want to stick to my tradition. I ain't been picking games that I'm a 10, man. I don't
But
know.
you attending this one.
I
You
know. I
said
said
you
I
pulling
have.
up.
I said I haven't been
Oh, you
picking
don't pick
games
games
that
that you
I
go to.
attend.
I
Yeah.
got okay, my bad, brother.
Y'all see how he quick to jump on me, ladies and gentlemen, in
I
the
get
Twitter
you.
world, Facebook world. I just want to see a good game, though, man. I want to see an exciting game. That's all.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
may the best team win.
All right. So now let me correct this. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere for that Langham Creek Side Spring game. But remember, on Friday, Langham Creek has to beat Bridgeland. They've already beat them once before this season at Bridgeland. This time they're going to be playing at home. And then Side Springs has to beat Side Park. Now, they meet up Tuesday, final game of the regular season. This game could be a potential lock for the fourth spot. Only if Langham Creek wins the game, Rob. Now, if Side Springs beats Langham Creek, then they're going to have to play a playing game because they would have split the district matchup.
Mm.
So you will have to play a team back to back to get to the playoffs.
Hey,
The
man.
same team. That's not
I love
for
it.
not to see who's going to be third or fourth or first or second, but this is going to be to get in the playoff.
I love it. As a player, what more can you ask for? That's the best. I'm a senior. I got to beat you 2 times in a row to stop you from going to playoffs. I want that. Give me that. Give me that.
All right, now we're moving on. We're about to jump into Region 3, as my guy Rob always says. Y'all see me looking up. That's because I'm trying to see if anybody's saying anything.
Oh, you want me to say it for him?
As Rob always say, go ahead, Rob. Say what you always say to me. This is the what?
Region 3 is the toughest region in the whole state of Texas. Go look at TABC rankings. We got 7 to 9 teams ranked from Region 3 in the top 25 every year. This is a murder's row who's who of teams every year. This is the toughest district, toughest region in the state. That's a fact.
I hear you, Rob.
That's a fact.
I hear you, man.
Just look at this. Look at the first district we pulled up on.
All right, hold on. I had to share real quick on Facebook side, man. My bad. So interesting. This district is as far as who's going to get the number 1 seed. Stratford, Cy Creek, Cy Ridge. They all sitting at 10-2. Cy Fair is 8-4. Cy Fair has a chance to kind of ruin some things here a bit.
They do.
So let's get into these games. Let's get into these matchups.
What we got left?
All right, Friday, February 11th. Cy Fair's at Cy Creek. Now, if Cy Fair beats Cy Creek, that takes them out of, position to get possibly the number 1 seed in district play. And then on Saturday, We went to this game last time. Side Ridge, versus Stratford. This
Oh yeah,
time the
we
game
did go
is
there.
at Stratford. Now, if Side Fair beats Side Creek, Stratford beats Side Ridge, that puts Stratford in the driver's seat. If let's say Side Fair beats Side Creek on Friday, and then this is Saturday, and then Side Ridge beats Stratford, that puts Side Ridge in the driver's seat. Now, Side Creek beats Side Fair, and Side Ridge beats Stratford, that puts Side Creek number 1 in the district because they've already beat Side Ridge twice. If Side Creek wins and Stratford wins, and Stratford beats Side Ridge, that puts Stratford as number 1 in the district because they beat Side Creek twice. So there's a lot of different outlooks that could go on in this race for that final spot. And then you have on Wednesday when they play the last games, Side Creek, Northbrook, Stratford gets Side Fair. Once again, I mentioned Side Fair can play spoiler a lot. They got Side Creek and they got Stratford. So Side Fair is getting 2 playoff teams back to back, and they're making the playoffs. So before they go to the playoffs, they may not be a team that you just want to kind of overlook right away. We're playing 2 playoff quality teams back to back before the first round of the playoffs. Jersey Village gets Memorial, and then Side Ridge gets Spring Woods. Rob, man, do you have any predictions on how you think this is going to all play out, man?
Well, I said originally I picked Stratford to win this district, and I just said like a week ago or 2 weeks ago that Side Creek was gonna win.
I'm listening, man.
I think I'm gonna stick with Side Creek. I think Side Creek gonna win the district. You know.
Okay.
What about yourself?
I don't know because this thing,
Oh,
hold on. This thing can go a lot of different ways.
it can.
I think Side Creek beats Side Fair though, and I think Stratford will beat Side Fair as well. I don't think those games are going to be easy games.
You think Stratford gonna beat Side Ridge?
That's the game I'm not. I picked the right team last time, so
You did. You did.
I picked the
Shout
right
out,
team last time.
shout out Coach Gabe. He let me know about it too. That's my guy.
This time the game is going to be played at Stratford,
Yes, that's
and
a high
and,
style
and Stratford knows that okay, we need to win this game, as well as win the Side Fair game Wednesday. But on Saturday, we definitely need to win both of these games to have a shot at being number 1 in district.
Yeah.
Because if we beat Side Ridge Saturday, beat Side Fair on Wednesday, we're number 1. We have to win both games. So it's a lot, right? It's a lot riding right now, and it's going to be interesting to see who can come up with what. And yes, Mr. Dudes, you are right. We got unranked teams that will win other regions, or even if they was in certain in other districts around the state, will be
Like
probably
I don't
state
went on.
ranked team.
I don't went on well, me and you talked about this. Like we just talked about Stratford. I think if you throw a Stratford in a Region 4, I think Stratford go to the state. Like
I mean,
nobody.
you still got Westlake and Wagner over there. Now I don't know what San Antonio Harlan is. If they're
We
6A,
seen them. Oh yeah. I don't know if they
6A or 5A, I don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, we've seen them,
Yeah, we
and
did.
we know that they can compete.
No, they can't.
We know they can play some. We know they can play. So But I hear what you're saying, Rob. I do. I hear what you're saying. I'm with you, man. I'm
This is
with
an
you on that.
interesting district right here.
District 18. Bel Air, Lamar, Westbury Heights, locked. All four of them already locked in. Bel Air, Lamar, split on the season. Westbury
Split.
Heights,
Split.
split on the season.
Yeah, I seen both of those games. Well, no, let me correct that. I seen the second part of both of those games, like when they played the second time.
I mean, let me say that Westbury beat
I'm
Heights first
sorry.
time.
Yeah, I seen. Okay, so that's what I seen. I
Yeah.
seen the first game. I'm sorry.
So if Westbury can beat Heights again, that puts them third spot, puts Heights at fourth. Now, the Bel Air and Lamar, because Bel Air got to play Heights too. So I think Westbury gets third, Heights get fourth. Bel Air, Lamar. Rob says HISD just does automatic coin flips.
Coin flip.
So that's going to be a coin flip for first and second. And so since it's going to be a coin flip, got a coin. Rob, heads or tails, man?
Heads.
Who you calling it for? Bel Air or for Lamar?
Bel Air. Bel
All
Air
right.
heads.
So heads, Bel Air get first, tails, Bel Air get second. Heads. So we gonna say Bel Air gonna get first and Lamar get second. That's not the official coin flip for anybody who may be like they just did the coin flip for the person. No, not official, man. We just having a little fun with it, man.
Facts.
But interesting. So Bel Air, Lamar, that would come down to a coin flip. Who gets number one? Who gets the number one seed from that district, and who gets the number two seed? Because this district, District 18, plays against that District 17 first round of the playoffs with the Side Creek, Stratford, Side Ridge, and Side Fair. So you could possibly see a Bel Air versus Side Fair in the first round, or a Bel Air versus Side Creek in the second round, a Bel Air versus Side Ridge. I mean, in the first round, a Bel Air versus Stratford. It depends on how all that's going to shake out. Like I said, because Side Fair has a chance to play spoiler in the situation for a lot of teams and just shake some things up just a little bit. And so the Heights gets fourth. Westbury will get third, and Bel Air, Lamar will come down to a coin flip. District 19. This is the Katy ISD district. Next year, they will be having two new teams. Katy Pato and Katy Jordan will both be a part of the district next year. This is so far. This is who's in. The first four you see is locked. Seven Lakes, Tompkins, May Creek, Cinco Ranch. So Seven Lakes right now, number one. Tompkins number two because they just lost to May Creek. You have May Creek sitting at number three and Cinco sitting at number four. May Creek and Cinco will play each other. And so that game will ultimately decide who gets the third and the fourth spot in the district. Well, we can't say that yet because Cinco got to play Tompkins as well. This Saturday, Cinco has Tompkins. So that's two playoff teams, playoff type game. Seven Lakes will get Katy. Katy Taylor gets Morton Ranch. And then on the last day of district play, which is Wednesday, February 16th, Cinco, May Creek. So if Cinco can beat Tompkins, then them and May Creek will be playing. This game will be for the third and fourth spot. But if Tompkins takes care of Cinco Ranch, and still, once again, if they so this game still is going to have some type of implication on that third and fourth spot in the district play. Cinco and May Creek. Hey man, the coin flip is a HIPAA violation, man. Hey, it may be, man. And then Seven Lakes gets Katy Taylor to close out their district play this season, man. Seven Lakes really strong season this year, 30-4 overall. You know, we knew that was going to be good, but I don't know if people felt they was going to have the record that they have sitting where they're sitting right now. Going to the playoffs. Well, playoffs is a whole different beast. Moving on. District 20. Fort Bend District, except for the one exception of George Ranch. This district will also be a little different next year as they add Hightower in there in the mix of things. You got Elkins number 1. This second, third, and fourth spot, and the fifth spot with Bush right there. Somebody gonna miss out, man. Somebody gonna miss out. So let's get to these games. So Bush gets Ridge Point. This is gonna be their third time playing this season, right?
Yes.
Bush has already beat Ridge Point twice this season. Although Ridge Point has the better record in district play. So this game is going to be very interesting to see what takes place. Because if Bush can win this game, as well as win their next game, which is against Clements, another tough team, that puts Bush in the playoffs. So Bush needs to win both games. Like, they need to win both games. They have to beat Ridge Point. They have to beat Clements to secure their playoff spot. Now, Clements gets George Ranch, and then they get Bush. Clements is in. You can't just always say a team's going to win a game, but Clements should beat George Ranch. Now, Travis and Elkins should win that game over Travis.
That was a close game to the end. I was at that first game.
Yeah, you went to that game last time.
And then Travis got to play Ridge Point.
Yeah, but then so then Travis has to turn around and play Ridge Point. Now, if Bush beats if Bush beats Ridge Point and Bush beats Clements, they hold the tiebreaker over Ridge Point. Now, if Travis loses to Elkins and then loses to Ridge Point, then that puts Ridge Point back in and Travis out. And so I'm going to say Elkins 1 seed, Clements the 2 seed. And then that Bush, Ridge Point, Travis triangle is going to be tough. Man, Rob, man, any comments, man?
I got the same the first two. And then I'm gonna go with Travis and Ridge Point.
So once again, we'll take a look. Go ahead.
Take nothing away from Coach Gay. He had a phenomenal season.
He has, man. 22-12 overall, 75 in district play. It's just a tough district.
It's a tough district, man.
It is. And then next year they're adding Hightower to the
Hightower.
And you just never know what they got coming up over there.
Never know.
As well. Even shout out to Coach O at Fort Bend Austin. I know the district play didn't go the way that he expected it to. But non-districtly, like, they beat a lot of teams.
Yeah.
That people did not see them beating. And even in district play, they have competed. You know, it's not like they just been out here getting blown out every game.
True.
They've just been competing. Just have to learn how to finish and close games. And, that'll come. That'll come, man. He's still got a lot of young pieces over there. So next year, this district will be very interesting. But, yeah, I'm going to say Elkins, Clements. Elkins 1, Clements 2. And like I said, third, fourth is this triangle of Ridge Point, Travis, Bush. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season. And Ridge Point knows that they need to win, secure. If Ridge Point can beat Bush, they're in. They'll be in. If Ridge Point can beat Bush, they'll be in because then it's just gonna be tough, man. This one's gonna be tough. This one's gonna be interesting. This one's gonna go all the way to the very end, man. But once again, for people who may not know, District 20 takes on District 19 in the first round of playoff action. So Elkins will be playing Cinco Ranch for the first game, more than likely. If Cinco Ranch finishes 4th, and then May Creek versus Clements, which is a very interesting game. If that takes place, if Clements gets the 2nd spot and May Creek finishes in the 3rd spot, that game's going to be very interesting. And then we don't know who the 7 extra tops is because this triangle of Ridge Point, Travis, and Bush is going to be a doozy. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes out, man. Go ahead, man. Jump in anytime, man.
Nah, that's still not.
You want to jump in, then you be trying to be all quiet, man.
Stop it.
See,
I was just saying.
Y'all see how long it took. Y'all see how long it took for Rod to respond to me, man.
Man, ain't nobody
doing me, man.
Them first round games gonna be crazy.
No, all first round games will be, man. All right, District 21.
Shout out to Coach Cole, man. Turned that thing around, huh?
Yes, he did, man. Shout out Coach Coleman, man.
Turned that thing around, man. Ooh.
Shout out Coach Coleman, man. All right, so it says C.E. King is 3-6. They're really 4-6.
Yeah, they ain't put their score
on the season. They beat North Shore. So now here comes the fun part. C.E. King has to win their last 2 games to get in the playoffs. All right, now they beat both of these teams that they have to play. They beat them in the first round of district battles, but they have to win both games to get in the playoffs. Atascocita already has the 1 spot locked up. Atascocita is the district champs as well. Shout out to Coach Martin and company over there at Atascocita. Yeah, Rob is processing the day. Yeah, Mr.
Hey,
Mr. Dudes,
you see this ranking right here. Let's talk about that, because if y'all ain't get that little shot from Andrew Holyfield, y'all will be looking like y'all was in 3rd. See a little slippage going on there, Mr. Dudes. You always got something to say in the comments. You want to talk about that? Huh? Talk about that?
You saying Westbrook is
talk
slipping?
About that, Mr. Melvin? Yeah, they slipping. Yeah.
He said the district is tough, man. They dropped 3 out of the 4, man.
They did, and then one they got.
District only gets tougher next year, man.
They do.
We're adding United to the mix, but C.E. King has to win both games. All right, so they got Kingwood, and this is their senior afternoon. Can't say it's night. Saturday at 1:00. They take on Kingwood. Kingwood needs to win this game to secure their playoff spot. And C.E. King needs to win this game to have a fighting chance to get into the playoffs. Westbrook's already in. And so if King beats Kingwood, C.E. King turns around to play Summer Creek for Summer Creek's senior night, Wednesday, February 16th. Now, C.E. King beat Kingwood, and they beat Summer Creek in the first round of district play. And so now they find themselves fighting for 2 more wins just to make it to the playoffs. Can they do it? Hey, remains to be unseen, but we will find out because Saturday's game is going to determine a lot on how this momentum is going to be looking for this Wednesday matchup of King versus Summer Creek. Atascocita gets Kingwood. And see, so if King beats Kingwood, then Atascocita should take care of Kingwood, but you never know. And so, even though if C King wins both games, if Kingwood loses to King, but is able to beat Atascocita, then Kingwood is still in the playoffs. That's why I said Kingwood just needs one win to lock their spot in the playoffs. Rob, man, you got any outlook?
I don't know, man. See, King got to win both.
Both has to. That's a
Have
must.
to win. Even if King would lose one, they still got to win both.
Well, Kingwood, no. If Kingwood wins one, then they done. So if Kingwood beats King,
But I'm saying, like, okay, so if C King beat Kingwood and then lose to Summer Creek, but Kingwood lose to Atascocita,
then
so that means
Kingwood's in.
Oh, okay.
Because they still had a better district record. See, King has to win both games. See, King is 4-6. Kingwood is 6-4.
Okay, yeah, they gotta win. Okay, I don't see. I think C King gonna beat Kingwood, but I don't see them beating Summer Creek. Anything can happen, but I don't see them beating Summer Creek at Summer Creek on senior night. Now, maybe they might look at this and use it as
motivation.
Yeah. I picked Westbrook to win to make it to the playoffs.
It may be me, so
I know I picked Westbrook to make the playoffs. I think I might have picked them to finish third or fourth, but I know I picked them to make the playoffs.
Man, he calling all the Beltway games. That's tough, man. They said referee out here with diamond earrings and arguing with people in the stands, boy. He called all the games on the Beltway. That's tough, man.
Don't get me started on referees because we seen a terrible one on Monday.
Oh man, my goodness, bro. He called every call. Like he called every. I don't think the two other refs blew their whistle. He called every call, and he was calling bad calls.
Bad, like terrible calls for both teams.
Yeah, it wasn't one way either.
It was bad. Is he the worst one we've seen this whole year? Nah, I think the dude that grabbed the net was pretty bad. Him probably like 1-1.
Oh my goodness, bro! You can't stop a game like that, man.
the net grabber. Dang, Dobie undefeated in this district.
Yep, Dobie's already been crowned district champion. Shout out to Dobie. Undefeated in district play. This is District 22, 6A Region 3. You got Pasadena Memorial. They've already got their spot as well. Excuse me. Same thing with Channelview. So it's going to come down to these last couple of games. Sam Rayburn, Deer Park, South Houston, Pasadena. Who's going to get that last spot? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting in this district. So, Friday, February 11th, you got Memorial versus Pasadena. Memorial wins. That knocks Pasadena out completely. You got Dobie versus Rayburn. Dobie wins. Rayburn still got a chance. South Houston versus Channelview. If Channelview wins, knocks South Houston completely out. So South Houston has to win this game. Pasadena has to win this game. And Rayburn needs to win to continue with the fighting chance. So it's going to be interesting to see who's able to pull off what is looking in as upsets with district standings. even overall standings. If you're looking, all these teams need to pull off upsets to continue to have a fighting chance. Because when it comes down to Tuesday, the very last day, you got Pasadena versus Sam Rayburn. Deer Park has to get an upset for their last game of the season versus Pasadena Memorial. And then South Houston has to get upset versus the number one team in the district who has not lost the game yet, and Dobie. So this thing's gonna get really interesting here. Deer Park only got one game left, and that's against Pasadena Memorial. So if Pasadena Memorial beats them, Sam Rayburn would just need to win one of those two games. So Rayburn has to beat Dobie, who's undefeated, and then they get Pasadena. Now, if Pasadena is able to beat Pasadena Memorial, and then turn around and play Rayburn, they could be playing for the fourth spot. So this district, once again, another interesting district. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out. Once again, District 22 takes on District 21 in the first round of playoff action. So Dobie, who's sitting at the number one spot, we'll see them versus either a King or a Kingwood at that fourth spot. Tassida will get whichever one of these, Sam Rayburn, Deer Park, Southeast Pasadena, whoever takes that fourth spot, they will get a Tascasita in the first round of playoffs. Then the Westbrook and Summer Creek, one will get Channelview, the other's going to get Pasadena Memorial. So it's going to be interesting to see how things shake out.
I would love to see a Robert Miller versus Christian Dudes matchup. That'd be exciting, man. To see.
Yeah,
I like matchups. That would be a good one.
Yeah, battle on the interior, man.
Yeah,
that'll be solid. Robert Miller leads the state in block shots per game. So yeah, that'll be very, very, very interesting to see that one. All right.
this district locked up.
Yeah. It's locked. So this is going to be a playing game. Shadow Creek and Dawson. They've already split. If both teams win the rest of their games, then you'll have a playing game for the number one and number two seed of the district. Pearland, it's number 3. Straight Jesuit, it's number 4. So no district champ has been crowned yet, but all the playoff spot has already been sold up in this district. Now let's get to a couple of matchups who may have some type of implication, and it's mainly going to be on this last day.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, the last day of play. So on Saturday, you got Shadow Creek, Pearland. It's at Pearland. If Pearland can make Shadow Creek play their style of basketball, Pearland will walk away with the victory. But with Cam Ambery being really hot right now, I don't know if the Oilers will be able to douse this fire, Rob. Because when you mix oil and fire, when you mix oil and fire, you just get more fire, man. Explosion. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Oilers can come away with this win, because then on Wednesday they have to turn around, not just play one playoff team, but another playoff team in Dawson. Now, so let's say Shadow Creek beats Pearland, right, on Saturday. And then if Pearland beats Dawson, that makes Shadow Creek the district champs, and they'll take the 1 seed. Dawson will take the 2 seed, Pearland 3, Straight Jesuit with the 4 seed. Now, if Pearland beats Shadow Creek, but then Dawson beats Pearland, then Dawson will become the 1 seed. Everything's vice versa. Honestly, Mr. Dude, I think when it comes to certain spots, it depends on who's locked in the playoffs already too. I will say that. So like if you're battling for a fourth place spot, then I mean honestly, would you leave that chance to Coin? Like we both tied for fourth place in the district. This is to go to the playoffs. Um, yeah, I know we're gonna get the number one team of the opposing district that we have to play against. But we're still going to the playoffs. Like, am I gonna chance that to a coin flip, or would I rather play that game? I think we all would say we'd rather play that game. First and second place, you know, coaches want that on their resume. I was district champs. And not know I was district champions because of a coin flip. Um, I mean, I won the district. Like I want to be able to say I won district, and so that's why you see a lot of playing games for first and second place as well.
And we supposed to be going to this game right here?
Yeah. I'm going to the Pearland Dawson game on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's where I'll be. He said face guard, boxing one cam, Mr. He's on fire, and make Sean beat you. But does Pearland have enough to take out both? I don't know. Now we know Pearland likes to slow it down. Half court set, take their time. Run their plays, go through every single option before they get a clean look. But I just don't know if that would be enough. But hey, you don't know. Anybody can be anybody on any given day.
True.
And so this is going to be interesting. And then going back to the coin flip, some teams, like you said, it does depend on those by district first round playoff matchups. If the other district is already locked up, and let's say it's a number two, like we'll say the 2 and the 3 seed for a district, I don't really want to play against the 2 seed. I would rather play against the 3 seed so I have a chance to make it to the second round of the playoffs. So I think I would rather play the game than coin flip the game. Now I do see a lot of teams who will coin flip for the second and third spot because they just kind of feel like, okay, second and third, second place, third place of the opposing district, vice versa. But for that number one, the district champs, and to get that final fourth spot, it's a lot of playing games for those spots. So once again, if you just tuning in, make sure that you share the show. If you're on the Facebook side, if you're on Twitter, make sure you retweet it. If you're on YouTube, just copy the link real quick, share it, hop back, and share it to a bunch of people in text messages or to your Facebook page or to Twitter, and just hop right back in real quick. We in District 22, we wrapping up with them. District 23, we wrapping up with District 23, and we're moving into the final district of the night, District 24. So you have Dickinson, number one right now. Well, yeah, we'll stick with that one for right now. Clear Falls at number 2 right now because they've only played Clearbrook one time, but Clear Falls won the first game. So at this moment, right now, even though their records is tied, Clear Falls owns the 2 seed if the playoffs will start right now because they've already beat Clearbrook. Now they still have to play each other again for the second time, and that game could ultimately decide, possibly, because Clear Falls has 2 tough matchups, could decide where they sit. Then you have Clear Springs and Clear Creek, and we will discuss them as well. Clear Lake is out of the playoffs, and as you see, Brazzers is out of the playoffs as well. Now, Clear Falls has 2 tough games, one on Friday, and it won the last game of the season. So Friday, Clear Falls has to play Dickinson, but it's at Clear Falls. Now, if Clear Falls is able to beat Dickinson and they match up against Clearbrook the last game of the season, that game will for sure be a second and third seed matchup game. Now, if Clear Fall loses, that puts them at 4 losses, and Clearbrook beats Clear Lake. Clearbrook will be sitting at the 2 seed, Clear Falls at the 3 seed, but then they have to turn around and play each other. Clearbrook has to play Clear Falls. And so let's say Clear Falls, go back to that scenario. Clear Falls loses to Dickinson. They're 7-4. Clearbrook beats Clear Lake on Friday, and they're 8-3. If Clear Falls beats Clearbrook and they're both tied at 8-4, Clear Falls will still be the 2 seed because they would have beat Clearbrook twice, and Clearbrook will be the 3rd seed. Now, let's say Clear Lake beats Clearbrook and Dickinson beats Clear Falls, and they're both sitting at 4 losses, right? They're both sitting at 7-4. So they're both sitting at 7-4, and they play this game. And Clearbrook wins the game. And Clearbrook will be the 2 seed. Clear Falls will be the 3rd seed. Now, let's say we're going to go over every scenario. Let's say Clear Falls beats Dickinson, right? And Clear Lake beats Clearbrook. Clear Falls will be 8-3. Clearbrook will be 7-4. And then Clearbrook beats Clear Falls, and they're tied at both 8-4. I mean, they're both tied at 8-4 on the season. Then they will have a playing game. Because knowing these coaches, they're not going to do no coin flip. I can tell y'all that right now. So then they're going to turn around and play each other again to see who gets the 2nd and 3rd seed. So a lot of interesting scenarios can happen within this district. Now, Clear Springs, they only have 1 game left, and that game is against Clear Lake, and that'll be their last game of the season. Clear Creek, on the other hand, they have to win both games. So they got Brazos Woods, and then they have to play Dickinson the final game of the season, and they must win that game to have a fighting chance to get that 4th spot for the playoffs. Rob, man, any comments, man?
I think
Let me text these people real quick. Go ahead.
Man, I don't know. I think Clearbrook go. I hate talking about Clearbrook sometimes because people go say what they gonna say. I think Clearbrook gonna end up getting 2nd, and I think Clear Springs gonna end up making the playoffs.
Okay.
Mr. Dool said, I hope we get any referees that can call for bees. The kids just can't play at all. You can't jump straight up without referee calling fouls. But guards can hand check full court without any fouls being called. I mean, one thing for sure, y'all ain't going to see the same chapter referees in the playoffs. They going to be coming from all over.
Yeah, the playoffs, they mix it up. Excuse me. They try to get guys, especially in that first round, if there's teams playing that they have not officiated at all that season. They try to mix it up, get fresh guys in. Now, I do know coaches from each team gets to choose 1 referee. And then the 3rd referee is just like a random person selected as well. So it's going to be interesting. It's also going to be interesting to see where a lot of these playoff games is going to take place. Like where they're going to be held. Because I honestly would like to see multiple games in one day. And so if we can do a Saturday and get 4 or 5 games all at one place, I will be there all day long
You
know,
know that ain't gonna happen.
I love that. I know. even if they mix it up like they did last year when it was at the Merrill Center, where they would do a boy game, then a girl game, then a boy game, playoff game, then a girl playoff game. Like I was in the building because hoop was going on.
Facts.
And I don't really watch girls basketball like that. Like I mean, I used to watch my wife play, but that was a long time ago. But like last year when I watched that girls playoff game, I was like, man, these girls is hooping. And then I caught a girls game earlier this season too, just a couple weeks ago. Matter of fact, Houston Christian Pittsburgh girls, and them girls was hooping too. So there's some girls that can hoop out here. As you most of you know or may not know, like Houston is the number one spot for McDonald All-Americans on the girls side of basketball. Just thought I'd throw that out there, man. He says, please send a woman ref. I'll be so happy. They managed the game so well. He says, short refs make calls for smaller players. He said, I call them little man calls. All right, so District 24. District 24 against District 23 in that by-district first round of the playoffs. Woo, so this is gonna be interesting, man. I don't think Straight Jesuit is a team that you could just overlook first round right away, man. It's gonna be tough. So we can see Dickinson versus Straight Jesuit. You can see a Clearbrook versus a Pearland, Clear Falls versus a Pearland, Clearbrook possibly versus a Dawson in the first round, or Clearbrook possibly versus Shadow Creek in the first round, or Clear Falls versus Shadow Creek, or Clear Falls versus Dawson. Man, playoffs is among us, man. Like, it's here, man. Ready for it. Man, Rob.
What's up?
You ready to talk about these top, the best rapper of every year? You ready to talk about that, man?
Facts. Because I know T.I. made this list.
Man, honestly, you don't know who made the list. Let me move my screen over here.
Nah, I ain't look at it. But he should have made the list at least one time because he was killing back in middle 2000s. His albums was good.
All right, so I'm trying to let my guest who's supposed to be hopping on, trying to get him some time to hop on. They said for sure that they was finna hop on. Was trying to get him a little time to hop on, man.
Shout out Herb Baker. It's his birthday today. Shout out Coach Gabe. It's his birthday today too. Happy birthday.
And so what I'm gonna do real quick before we get into this hip hop talk, man, I'm gonna play these girl highlights that I did, man. Real quick for the people.
And rounding out the starting five, number 2.
Yeah, man. One of our guests said they're gonna be on about 7 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and start talking about this rap stuff, man, because I'm ready. I'm ready to hear what everybody else got going on. Coach Pat, what's going on, man? Hey, Coach Pat, man, Rob C gonna be in the building tomorrow for the game. Yes, sir. Hey, Galveston O'Connell versus Grace Christian. Number 1, number 2 teams. Taps 2A. It's going down. Grace Christian just beat them by 10. Got to play them again, and they're gonna have to run to them again to go to state in the playoffs. So tough matchup for them. It's always a good game. So we're looking forward to a really good Rob's review of that game. If y'all haven't seen or read any of Rob's reviews, make sure that y'all go to bshscouting.com. It is in the Greater Houston Insider, and y'all could and you can and y'all can read some of Rob's review. Coach Pat, last Sunday you missed it because Rob was talking, boy. Rob wouldn't let nobody get a word in last Sunday, Coach Pat, man.
That's untrue.
Man, out here, Rob done muted, turned the mic back down, man.
No, he was on because he said something.
Okay. Yeah, see, so we let Rob do a lot of speaking last Sunday, man.
First of all, y'all didn't let me do anything. Rob talked when he wanted to talk.
Okay, all right, my bad.
But Rob also has, I don't like to speak over other people because this is a show, so everybody want to hear everybody. So I tend to have the deepest voice on the show, so I don't like to be overly talking over people. So I kind of wait my turn. It's called professional etiquette. You know what I'm saying? When you turn on Sports Center, the people don't be talking over each other. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're right, man. On Sports Center, so you're right. When we do the shot clock, we do treat it kind of like a Sports Center-ish type deal. But when we finna get into this hip hop, we can't be no Sports Center-ish, man. Oh, here we go.
Coach P wanted to see.
Who done told Rob to put them guns down, man? Tell Rob put the guns down, man. Hey, real quick, we finna get into this hip hop talk. So make sure y'all share the show real quick, please, and thank you. If you know anybody out there who is a hip hop head, rap head, tell them now's the time to hop on. Complex, who covers a lot of music, did a top rapper of every year. Top rapper from every year. So I haven't went through the whole list. I got to a point, and I stopped, and because I was feeling a certain way. So, but we're gonna get through the whole list. We're gonna have some guests who's gonna pop up here. Whenever they get the opportunity to pop up, man, I think it's gonna be a really dope discussion. Because hip hop music is a part of the basketball culture. A lot, man. I don't know why Rob is doing thumbs. You doing thumbs up to Jay-Z? Oh my god! See, here we go, Mr. Dudes. Look at it, man. Hating already, man. All right, best rapper alive every year since 1979.
Oh, they. I wasn't prepared for that.
You are prepared?
Nah, I ain't look at this list.
All right, so 1979. Who you think it was? Do you
Curtis Blow?
Grandmaster Caz.
Oh,
come on, Rod.
He was one of 5 people rapping it.
Hey. He was the first. He was the first person. Come on, man. Rappers delight, Rob. He was the first person to DJ and rap simultaneously.
Nah, he a pioneer, man. Did he win it 5 years in a row?
Oh, here you go, man. Dang. Robbie 8. All right, so the honorable mentions for that year was also Melly Mel, King Tim III, and Shy-Rock. I know a lot of y'all probably don't know who these people are.
So that was 4 out of the 5 people that was rapping.
Yeah. All right, 1980, Curtis Blow. Somebody you know, Rob. Somebody that you know, man. So Curtis Blow, first rapper to show and prove that a career in rap was even possible. You know, shout out to Curtis Blow for these are the breaks. Yeah, you know that?
Yeah.
Break it up. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure you know.
Breaks to make you a superstar, because these are the breaks. Break it up. Yeah, I know that.
I was just trying to make sure you knew your hip hop, man. That's
Come
all.
on, man.
Hey, honorable mentions for that year: Spoonie G, Kumo D, Jimmy Spicer.
Kumo D. That's
1981. Kumo D, best rapper of the year.
Yes.
1981.
Yes. The Wild Wild West. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Rob. Okay.
And that battle with LL Cool J was closer than everybody said. LL Cool J was just more popular.
But in 19, he was young. He was young back then.
He was.
So 1982, best rapper of the year went to Melly Mel. Melly Mel, a pioneer also of the rap game, man. Shout out to Melly Mel. 1983. Who you think it was?
Well, I'm actually looking at the list now, but I still ain't got to 1983. Run. Okay.
Yeah. From Run DMC.
Yeah.
So Rev Run from Run DMC with Suck MCs, and it's like that.
Gotcha.
1984.
I can roll with that.
Rev Run again.
I don't know.
Run DMC. So they had back-to-back years of best rapper. Rev Run did 1983, 1984. 1985. Ladies Love Cool James. LL Cool J. Hey, come on, Rob.
I've never been a fan.
It don't matter if we was alive or not, man. Rock the Bells, Rob.
I've never been a fan.
Have you ever listened to it though?
I know what it is, yeah. Rock the bell. Yeah,
Mr. Dude, I'm with you. He should have been. See, I need somebody on here who gonna debate. Rob, quiet right now, man.
Bro, I wasn't born until 86. I don't
But,
like all this stuff.
Rob, okay, I was born in '83, but I wasn't engulfed in the hip hop
Let me
world and
let me
scene in the
let me
'80s like that.
let
But
me enlighten you
when
real
I
quick.
go back and listen, have you ever like went back and just listened to all the old stuff?
Let me enlighten you real quick. See, you from the Midwest, right? You grew up in the Midwest, so you
Yeah.
get the East Coast and you get the South. Back then, we wasn't getting all that East Coast music. It was what we heard. Like radios wasn't syndicated like that. So if you ain't get
What
the
rapper y'all had in the South in the '80s, right?
K Reno, who's
Who
still rapping right now,
he was nationally known or locally known?
he was regionally known. But go ahead.
Hey,
When we get to the
Mr. Dudes, we gonna get to the '90s and 2000s. All right, we working our way up the ladder. But Mr. Dudes, L Cool J to me should have been 84 and 85. I agree with you on that. I do totally agree with you on that one. 100%, man. L Cool J was young, 17 years old. 1986, KRS-One. All right, I'm just making sure, man. Boogie Down Productions himself, man. You know the song South Bronx.
the South
South Bronx.
South
Yeah,
Bronx.
yeah. See, y'all wasn't shunned away from it like you claiming, Rob, man. Y'all knew it's just back in that time, everything was like you said, East Coast. It was New York rapper. Like it wasn't no other sound from no other place at that time.
Mr. Dude said Slick Rick over KRS-One.
For that year though, for '86, Mr. Dudes, 1986. Let's see who the runner-up, the honorable mentions were. They had Rev Run Again, Too Short, and Schoolie D, which I don't know who Schoolie D is. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Rev Run must have been fire.
Schoolie D was from Philly. He was a part of the Parkside Killers.
Have no idea who that is.
Yeah. 1987, my guy, Rakim.
Okay.
Do you mess with Rakim music, Rob?
Yeah, Rakim cool.
Okay, all right. Just making sure, man. Rakim, Eric B. Rakim.
Yeah.
Y'all know the classic, man. One of my favorite movies is named after the song, man. Paid in Full. Man, my guy, the baller plug who ain't on here, man. He had a quote so mean, and I keep saying it, man. It's a lot of Uncle Isis. It's a lot of Uncle Isis in this not the rap game. It's a lot of Uncle Isis in the grassroots and AAU game, man.
This dude get ahead looking like
Hey, that's my guy, man. Get the bag, coach.
My guys, man.
My guy, hey, man. I know my guy Jacoby holds no punches, especially when it comes to music. Because I'll say something, because like, that's trash, bro. Hey,
it is. I will say that, man.
That's what we're here for, man. Right now, we on 1986. 87. We working our way up, though. 1988, they say the best rapper of the year was Slick Rick. So there you go, Mr.
I wasn't even born. I wasn't even born.
But have you went back and listened to like?
Oh yeah, I listen to Slick Rick, man. My people made me listen to a lot of old school rap, man. So
that's what's up, man. The great adventures of Slick Rick. Slick Rick was tough. So the honorable mentions for that year for 1988, you had Chuck D, Ice Cube, and Big Daddy Kane. 1989, they say Big Daddy Kane was the best rapper in 1989.
Who's the runner?
Rob, what's up, man? Who you think it would have been 1989, man? This is when
Ice Cube was a runner up.
Who?
In 89 was Ice Cube a runner up again?
Nope.
Oh, who was a runner up?
For me, honestly, I fell in love with the DOC. I ain't gonna lie to you. And y'all may not even know who that is.
Oh yeah, that boy was.
But the DOC, that album to me, when I could play, that was the first album. Or let me take that back. That was the first cassette tape that I had ever got, and I'll play the whole thing. Side A, side B, man.
Somebody said it looked like you in the car with Kane from Power, Jacoby.
That's funny.
Hey man, you never know.
It's
It's a dude's
crazy.
Never know, man.
That's funny, man.
But no, Chuck D, the DLC, and Cool G Rap was honorable mention for 1989. Now, 1990 was Ice Cube, Rapper of the Year.
Oh yeah, I can go with that. Yeah.
Ice Cube got Rapper of the Year in 1990. Y'all know America's Most Wanted, man. He was tough. Honorable mentions for that year was L. Cool J, Chuck D, and Grand Puba. 1991. Now, this one I did not agree with, but a lot of people said that he was really a dope lyricist, and that's Q-Tip.
What?
Q-Tip? Oh man, hey man.
91?
You said he had spit?
No, he said he had some. I think he said he had some hits.
Yeah, he had some hits.
No. He
to
did.
Be the Rapper of the Year in 91.
Who would you would have put over him then?
Who's the runner-up? Who's the honorable mentions that year? I want to hear this.
Okay, for me, I felt Scarface should have been Rapper of the Year in 1991.
That's mean. That's when the South wasn't getting no love in the music game. Wasn't getting no love.
But no, that No Vaseline was tough, Mr.
He
Dude.
killed that mother.
I'm not gonna lie. Ice Cube,
Q-Tip 91. What song did Q-Tip have in 1991 that made him the Rapper of the Year?
I'm with you, Mr. Dudes. In 1991, it should have been Scarface.
Was he honorable mention, G-Day?
Yeah.
It was Scarface and who else?
Scarface, Tretch from Naughty by Nature, and then the last artist, I don't know who they is. Dress was from Queens, New York. But I have
no idea. Scarface over Q-Tip. I know that.
Yeah.
It ain't
1992. Redman.
That's what Complex say?
Yeah.
I mean, who was after that then?
The runners-up for 92 was Tretch, Snoop Dogg, and Q-Tip.
Snoop Dogg.
Yes, I know a lot of Snoop Dogg. I mean, I only know Tretch, a little bit of his music. I know him more from movies, man. I don't know about his music, man.
I don't know. It was kind of
Naughty by Nature, man.
Man. He from. Okay, I remember him Naughty by Nature, but I still remember for the movies, man.
It's definitely Snoop Dogg over Redman, though.
Yeah, that's when Doggy Style dropped. But see, Mr. Dudes, I think what they did was because Doggy Style dropped late in 92, not early. And so 1993, they gave it to Snoop Dogg because he ran the whole year off of the Doggy Style album. Doggy Style album did drop in 92, but it dropped in I want to say November.
Didn't the deep cover soundtrack come out in 92 too?
Who?
The deep cover soundtrack when Snoop Dogg was on there. Deep cover on the Incognito too.
Oh, I don't know because the Chronic came out. So Snoop Dogg came out 92. Then the Chronic, Dr. Dre dropped the Chronic in 93. So
let me see what year the deep cover because deep cover he was going crazy on them mug too.
But yeah, no, Snoop Dogg, man. He took over. Gin and Juice, What's My Name? The Pump for my niggas and bitches, mother hands in the air.
Yeah, the deep cover soundtrack came out April 4th, 1992.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, Snoop definitely deserved it for that year. Runners up was Method Man, Tretch once again, and Q-Tip once again. Man, I'm just on this Q-Tip thing. I'm like,
oh, Q-Tip was not on my radar like that.
I don't even going back and listening to Q-Tip.
Whoa, Mr. Dudes, you tripping.
To Q-Tip's raps. So for me, Q-Tip, the producer, is better than Q-Tip, the rapper to me. But they basing this off of rap. So I don't know. 1994 was Nas. Illmatic.
Hey, that Illmatic got five mics in the source with no features.
Oh, for sure, man. Who after Nas then?
Man, B.I.G., Scarface, and Redman was honorable mentions for that year.
That's a tough lineup. That's
That is
very tough.
What year was this? 94?
94.
That's a tough lineup.
B.I.G.
Right
was
94, the same year that Illmatic dropped.
Illmatic got the 5 mics on the source with no features, though. I remember reading that.
Mr. News, I'm not a big Nas fan, but I ain't gonna say he's overrated though. Like
who said he overrated? Man, I don't know about all
Mr.
that.
Dudes.
He's not overrated.
I mean,
man.
in the 2010s, man, I listen to Nas, but not as
even
much.
like have you heard his newest mix? Like his
that's his best working year.
Yes,
but that's because he got a different producer.
That's true.
Instead of having them 90s and 80s beat, nobody want to hear, man.
Yeah.
So I guess they give it Q-Tip Rapper of the Year because of Tribe Called Quest.
I mean, I know the reason why, bro.
Oh, I had to go back and yeah.
I'm just saying, to me, him as a rapper in that group, yes, he was the best rapper, but he just, to me, I don't know. I just don't feel like he should have got Rapper of the Year over Scarface. That's just how I feel. So we on 1995. The Notorious B.I.G.
I'll take that.
Definitely got to go with him, man.
I know Tupac was on there somewhere.
You said who was it?
Notorious B.I.G.
B.I.G. for 95.
Okay.
But honorable mentions was Raekwon, Prodigy, and Tupac.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I give Big 95. I give Tupac 96. I ain't looking at the list no more either. So,
but 1996 was Tupac.
Got to. That boy came out of prison.
Tupac. Now we gotta remember, Tupac and Biggie are the first ones who dropped double disc albums. I don't think people realize that either.
Jacoby, you got any complaints about 95 or 96? I think that's pretty.
Oh, nah, man. I mean,
nobody can ever.
Tupac was a great rapper and a very good actor. I'm pretty sure if someone was alive, he'd get nominated for some awards, man. Like, he had some acting roles, man.
Yeah.
So honorable mentions for 96, you had Biggie, Nas, and Jay-Z.
That's tough, man.
It is.
That's a tough lineup right there, man. Because I'm trying to think what album Jay-Z came out with that year.
That's Reasonable Doubt. 96.
That's tough, man. You can't beat that right there, man.
And then that was the second Biggie album. And who else was on there?
Because Biggie only had 2 albums, huh?
He only had 2 albums.
Yeah, Big, Nas, and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Oh, Nas, okay.
1997 was Biggie.
Because that's after he died, huh?
That was after he died.
Yeah, that's that Life After Death.
Who they had at that honorable mention?
That was the Life After Death. Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z, and Twista.
And they had Twista on there in 97?
Adrenaline Rush, bro?
No. I'm not arguing with that. I'm saying I'm surprised because if you can hear, most of these names is East Coast dudes, unless it's just a major blow up. Like, we only heard what you could say Q-Tip from the South, right? Q-Tip,
yeah, but you gotta think 90s, Rob. Like,
yeah, we only heard one South dude from 90s.
Yeah, you gotta think like back in the 90s. It
was
was
East Coast
heavy.
That's all people was trying to listen to, man.
Yeah, it was really East Coast heavy. 1998, DMX.
I feel that.
Yeah, I
feel that. That's tough. That's tough right there, man.
Hey, Jay-Z still ain't made the list, and then we finna be in the 2000.
Who was the honorable mention?
Jay-Z, Big Pun, and Lauryn Hill.
Hey, that was the miseducation of Lauryn Hill too. That was a great
her one and only album, man. We ain't hear from that no more, man.
Hey, somebody said this on Mav Hoffa show. Somebody said the reason why
you watching Mav Hoffa?
Man, get out of here, bro. What are you talking about? I'll immerse myself in all cultures of hip hop, man. I don't know what you're talking about. He said somebody said on there that Lauryn Hill got into it with her ghostwriter. That's why we never heard another Lauryn Hill album.
I mean, there's probably other things with Lauryn Hill, but I don't think that's suitable for her for the streamers.
Yeah, that's not suitable for the
I don't think it's
But yeah,
suitable,
Mr.
man.
Dudes, man, Adrenaline Rush to me is a very underrated album, just in my opinion.
Oh, it is.
To kids who like to listen to like that fast rap, I always tell them to go back to 1996, and Twista's Adrenaline Rush. Like, to me, that's his best album ever, and that's the first album he dropped. So, it's just at that time nobody was doing what he was doing. I mean, it was different. Now the hater in the room can finally be quiet. 1999, Jay-Z. Rob.
For sure. Who was the honorable mention?
Jay-Z, 1999. Honorable mentions: DMX, Eminem, and Nas.
Man, they take Eminem out there, man. I ain't
Hey
listening.
man, stop! I've been waiting for you to say that. Stop! Stop hating, bro.
Hey man,
Stop
Ain't
hating.
nobody hating, man.
Look,
Speak your
Rob.
truth, Jacoby.
Rob.
Man, that
When the
first
last time-
Eminem album was fire.
Yeah, back then. Are you listening to
So
that 2022?
99? No,
And-
we talking about we talking about 1999, bro.
But-
that was fire.
But when I look at an artist, I look over time. I can listen to Jay-Z. I can listen to Twista. I can listen to all them. Eminem, somebody turn on Eminem and be like, man, all right, hurry up. Skip the song, man. Ain't nobody trying to listen to no Eminem, man. Come on, man. Like, when the Super Bowl coming up this Sunday, I'm pretty sure Eminem going to get like maybe 4 or 5 songs, because we all know why. When me personally, I'd rather listen to Mary J. Blige, man. I'd rather listen to Mary J. Blige, Dr. Dre, and who else? Who else is Kendrick? And then who else is that? Snoop. I ain't trying to listen to no Eminem, man. Come on, man. That's like back then, growing up, all right, cool. But it's 2022, Rob. Ain't nobody. I ain't trying to listen to no Eminem, man.
Man, you made Rob, man, you the first person that made Rob mute himself.
Man,
Shout out to my guy Jacoby, man.
Man, I ain't trying to listen
Stop.
to no Eminem, man. That Renegade nice though. I can't say that. That's one.
Yeah,
that's one of
yeah,
the few songs that Jay-Z got washed on.
I hate to agree with you on that.
Yeah, that's few songs, man.
Yeah. 2000, Eminem, Rapper of the Year.
What songs he had that year? I'm trying to.
Forgot about Dre, man. Like,
okay, all right. Hey, there's some heat.
to me, that was it. I mean, he had the real Slim Shady and The Way I Am and Stan, but to me, it was more so that Forgot About Dre that really like pumped and pushed him, man.
For sure. But hey, man, I gotta leave y'all guys, man. I gotta get to this meeting, man.
All right, man.
Appreciate you for hopping on, bro.
Already, my boys.
Stop it. 2000, they gonna go Jay-Z.
But yeah, 2000 honorable mentions was Jay-Z, Andre 3000, and Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface Killer was in his prime back then too.
Yeah. That like I would say that late 90s and kind of early 2000s for a couple of those Wu-Tang artists when they went like fully by themselves, and people got to see what they could really bring to the table. That really helped them out, helped them show their lyricism a lot. 2001, Jay-Z. Of course, you already know. Rob, I don't know why Rob be hating on Jay-Z like he ain't the best rapper. 2001, honorable mentions: Eminem, Ludacris, Jadakiss. That's tough though.
Ludacris had a hell of a year that year.
Ludacris is another rapper to me that doesn't get a lot of credit. Like if you just go and really listen to his lyrical content, like he's tough. He's really tough, man. And then Jadakiss, like for a lot of people right now, they're finally seeing the maturation of Jadakiss and who Jadakiss really is. But back then, a lot of people wasn't rocking with the Locks like that or rocking with Jadakiss like that. I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but I just feel a lot of people wasn't really fooling with Jadakiss back then at that time. But he had from day one he was tough to me.
Facts.
He was tough. 2002, they gave it to Eminem. You got the Eminem show and the 8 Mile soundtrack is. I think that's what really kind of sold up 2002 for Eminem. To me, honestly, I just feel this was all Jay-Z's time. But hey, I could be a little biased, I guess, because I'm a Jay-Z guy.
Me too, but
I just feel like 99, 2000, 2002. Just to me, that's just my personal opinion.
we ain't gotta know. We ain't gotta ask who 2003 is.
So the honorable mentions for 2002 is 50 Cent, Cameron, and Nas. You agree with that?
Damn, 50 Cent was in 2002? Man, I don't know, Eminem. I don't know. 50 Cent got to be 2000. I agree with that because Cameron was nice back then.
Cameron's still nice.
No, he is.
I like his, Go ahead. No, go ahead, man.
No, I was just gonna say I was listening to that freestyle he did on Funkmaster Flex a couple of weeks ago. That mug was still hitting. Like he still got flow.
So 2003, 50 Cent.
Facts.
Best rapper. 50 Cent killed the game. Can't take nothing away from 50 Cent. 2003, Complex has him labeled as the best rapper from 2003. With honorable mentions of Jay-Z, Eminem, and T.I. Once again, another tough list. 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and T.I. Mr. Dude, so we're doing some research behind this. A lot of people's stuff may have came out the year before, like how you mentioned, like Mini Man was 2002. A lot of stuff may have came out the year before, but the popularity, like from that year, like if the album came out late, like they call them fall albums, even though it's really to us it's really winter time.
Yeah.
So if your album came out in the fall season of the music industry, such as your November, December of that year, then it kind of push you into the realm of the very following year. So that's just from the research that I've done from Complex that they said was part of the reason why when they did their little poll or whatever.
That was the second. That was the second lock year that I heard. Like 96 was a lock year for me. That's Tupac without a doubt.
Yeah.
And 2003 was a lock year for 50 Cent. Like you could debate because you like somebody, but it really ain't debatable. Like who's the best?
So 2004, man. How far did you go up the list?
I stopped at 84. I ain't looking no more.
Okay.
I ain't looking at no more.
So 2004, who you think? Who would you have chose? If you can go off the top of your head right now.
I'm gonna choose T.I., but this is me.
T.I. it was.
Hey, man. My boy was killing. You feel me?
2004, T.I., man. You can't hate on that one.
That trap music album was jumping.
Oh yeah, that's when. Yeah, because trap music came out of August of 2003, but it rolled like people were still playing it like heavy rotation. And so that Let's Get Away, that Bring 'Em Out was the hardest. Yeah. His highest charting single ever. So shout out to T.I. Honorable mentions for that year of 2004, 50 Cent, Cameron, and The Game.
Hey, The Game album was nice.
The Game album was tough.
That's a tough 4 right there.
So what do you think about this comment Mr. Duke brings up? He says, Lil Flip should have been honorable mention. Be real with the time.
His whole album in totality wasn't good enough to be on that list. He was a great rapper though, but his whole in that year, because back in the day they was only doing really 2 singles off an album, 3 if it was really good. They did 4 off that trap music because they did that "Hey Let's Get Away" as a late video before they dropped that set. See now we in my era for real. They dropped that "Hey Let's Get Away" as a 4th single and a video right before they dropped that second album. So you wasn't seeing people get 4 videos on one album.
Man, Lil Flip, with going back and to his music, like when he first came out, I didn't truly appreciate what he did. But once again, I'm not a Houston person either. But when I went back and listened and really like dug lyrically into what he was saying, some of it was dope, and then other times it was just, I mean, he was maybe talking more of Houston talk, and so I'm not from here, so I was kind of lost. But so that's just my take on the Lil Flip situation. But he did have some hits though, especially the Game Over. Like, I mean, that record was huge, so we can't take that away from Lil Flip either. So 50 Cent Cameron Game was honorable mention for 2004. 2005, y'all know the vibes, man. Who you think it was, man?
Well, you said that it's gonna be Jay-Z.
No, this is my second favorite rapper, man.
I don't know who that is.
Man, Big Snow, Jeezy, man. Come on, man.
Oh, this when the trap music thing had take. Okay, yeah.
Trapper died, man. Hey,
Nah, that album was
last time I checked, that was man in these streets.
legendary.
Hey, man, shout out to my guy Jeezy, Big Snow. That's when Trapper died. Thug Motivation 101.
Got a 50 round clip on the bottom of the strap. Hey.
Jeezy Snap, man. Honorable mentions for that year: 50 Cent, The Game, and Common.
Nah, coming. Had some.
Rob, where I'm from?
I know.
Where Common from?
I know.
All right.
Hey, that Trapper Die became a legendary album, man. You could throw that mug on right now.
It did. He beat Gucci off of one album, bro. In the verses, he didn't play like anything newer. He just played strictly Thug Motivation 101 and some Trapper Die songs, man.
True.
But yeah, Jeezy was tough, man. Shout out to Jeezy, Big Snow, the homie. 2006, man. Who you think 2006 was?
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
And I swear I'm not looking at the list. I'm just
Man,
guessing.
you could have just moved your screen, man. Lil Wayne, 2006, man. The Carter 2, like Father, like Son, Dedication 2.
Yeah, that mug was that the
Make It Rain, Give Me That, You.
Yeah.
Best Rapper Alive.
Even that like Father Like Son mixtape has some there ain't no love. Yeah, in the heart of that boy flooded the scene with some music.
Lil Wayne.
Lil
Wayne came in body slamming ninjas in that year, bro. Like,
shout out to Gilly the Kid.
Notice I said ninjas.
Yeah.
For the airwaves.
Catch the articulation.
Yeah. Honorable mentions for 2006. T.I. Agree with that.
Yeah.
Pusha T and Lupe Fiasco.
I don't know about no Pusha T. Okay, Lupe Fiasco. Oh yeah, the kick.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
Because that's when Pusha T came out with that Hell Hath No Fury. That was tough.
Yeah, that was.
And Lupe Fiasco had the Fahrenheit 115 mixtape. That was crazy. And then he had the Food and Liquor with the kick push that everybody knew, that made him popular.
Yeah.
As well. Miss Du says, didn't the King drop? What year did T.I. drop the King?
That was 07, wasn't it?
Was it 07?
Yeah. I want to say that was 07. Because he had that
I would
song.
have to look that up. 2007, Kanye West.
Whoa.
Rapper of the year.
I don't know about that one. He getting that off there through the wire stuff. I don't know about that one, bro.
Okay, so
when the Black Album came out.
Hey, man. All right, so this is my thinking in this one, and I could be wrong, and that's why I wanted my guy Doug to hop on, but he ain't hopped on. That's cool. Kanye, I think he wins this year because remember, this is the year him and 50 Cent had the battle. It wasn't like a rap beef battle, but the battle of who can sell the most records.
Oh, this was the graduation CD
Yeah,
that year?
yeah,
Oh no, I like that. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, okay. I'm getting my years mixed up. Nah, that was no, I used to jam that on the way to the park to go hoop. Yeah. Did you realize that you were a champion?
yeah, yeah. We can't tell me nothing. Stronger, Good Life, Homecoming, all the songs.
Yeah, welcome to the good life. Yeah, nah, I'm tripping.
Yeah, Flashing Lights.
No, Mr. Dudes, King dropped in March of 2006.
Okay, so King was 2006. Man, but King album was tough too, though.
Hey, man, I used to jam that. Right? Oh, yeah, what you know, why you want to live
Yeah,
top back. Oh, yeah, nah.
no, that was tough, man. But 2007, Kanye, his honorable mentions was Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, and Andre 3000 once again. This is when Lil Wayne dropped the Drought 3. Doe is what I got. Jay-Z, this was Kingdom Come year in American Gangster.
Kingdom Come, I like that song he had with the girl from Florida Tree, the Lost One song.
Oh yeah, Lost Ones is tough.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was 2007. 2008, back to Lil Wayne. Carter 3, Dedication 3. He had 4 top 20 singles off of the Carter. He had Love in This Club, Part 2, My Life, Can't Believe It, and Swagger Like Us.
Hey, that
Turning
Love
Me
in This
On.
Club Part 2 featuring Justin Timberlake and Beyonce was. That used to be my jam to go to sleep to at night when I was talking to whoever I was talking to back then. Throw that Love in This Club.
Mr. Dudes, I'm with you. They tripping, man. Anytime Jay-Z dropped to me, he should have been the champ, man. But 03 was tough. You can't, I like 50 Cent.
That was a lock year for 50 Cent.
That's tough, though. I can't lie,
Jay-Z
man.
even said that in the interview. He said he told Memphis Bleak and Beanie Sigel and all them to flood the music scene because 50 Cent was coming. And he said after that, they had to sit on the sideline and watch the wave, wait till the wave clear out, man. Hey, American Gangsta, I used to jam that album every
I still
day.
do, man. Hey, I rock anything Jay-Z. This is how you can tell I'm a fan. Like, I'm not a fan of a lot of things, but Jay-Z, I could play any Jay-Z album and not skip a song. But that's just me, man.
What's your go-to song on American Gangsta, though?
American Dream. American Dream, man. That's my song, man.
Okay. Now I like the one when he took the beat from the Ozzy Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like yeah, that's my boy. That I'm going straight to that song every time I throw it on.
Yep. So 2008, man, Lil Wayne, he came back out with fire. Carter 3 was tough album. Can't lie. Honorable mentions for 2008: T.I., Big Snow, and Kanye West. Man, this is when T.I. did the T.I. versus T.I.P.
Man, I used to jam that. Man, you bring it back some memories. I used to jam that mug. I had that mug on the first day.
Yeah, and this is Jeezy did the Recession, which had Love in This Club on there. Him and Usher song. And then this is Kanye West. And then Kanye West as well. But what helped Kanye was more so the features.
Yes, it was.
with like the Put On with Jeezy and the Swagger Like Us with T.I. 2009, Jay-Z, Blueprint 3. What's crazy is the Blueprint 3 gave Jay-Z his first #1 hit of his career. A lot of people don't know that. Nothing off of Life and Times, like 1, 2, or 3. No Reasonable Doubt. Not the first Blueprint. Not the second. Not Kingdom Come. Not the Black Album, but Blueprint 3 gave Jay-Z his very first #1 song on the chart ever. A lot of people don't even know that. I didn't notice. I didn't say #1 album. I said #1 song, like a #1 single. It's the first time he had a #1 single.
Which one was it? Empire State of Mind?
But this is his that was his 11th #1 album. And see, to me, that's what makes Jay-Z the best, man. Like,
what was the #1 song? Running Empire State of Mind?
Yeah, that New York.
Okay. He got a lot of flack from this album too, because he did that Death of an Auto-Tune song.
Hey, you're right. You're right. But when you go back and listen to that now,
nah, that's true.
Hey, now that song is more respected than when it first came out. But that's because remember, you had T-Pain busting on the scene. Auto-Tune has been around way before T-Pain.
No, for sure.
It's just everybody used it for the correct purpose of voice pitch correction. When T-Pain and the people in his camp found out I could do this little Ralph Tresvant without putting the thing in my mouth, playing the keyboard sound, it kind of like blew the world by storm, man. And then when people found out, T-Pain could really actually kind of sing. Like,
yeah, he really can.
It wasn't just that. Like, you actually still have to have some type of melodical voice. Like, you just can't get on there and be one of these American Idol audition singers and throw some auto-tune on and think that you're finna make a hit, man. Just
my two favorite songs from Blueprint 3 is like off the radar songs, though. I like that As Real As It Gets.
Okay.
And, Off That with Drake, of course.
With Drake, yeah. But for me, Run This Town and Depth Auto-Tune was my favorite two songs off of there. But
we got the most this like one of the most viewed videos too was when they did the Empire State of Mind when Lil Mama walked on stage with them at the end of the song.
Oh yeah,
and she did the little that was crazy.
Yeah, but Empire State of Mind was his biggest single ever.
I would have not known that.
Yeah, it sat on top of the Billboard charts for 5 consecutive weeks at #1. Honorable mentions for 2009 was Kanye West, Drake, and then Gucci Mane.
Hold on, say that again. Who won?
Honorable mentions for 2009.
Yeah,
was Kanye West, Drake, and Gucci Mane.
I'll go with that. Gucci had his time. I'll go with that. Yeah.
That's when Gucci did Wasted and Lemonade. Yeah. This was Drake's So Far Gone EP, which is tough.
Not my favorite.
He had like best I ever had. Yeah. And I just wanna be successful and forever.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my favorite Drake album EP, but
to me, I like it the most because he did the most rapping. He did more rapping than he did singing. Let me not say hate. I dislike singing Drake. I like rapping Drake. But that's just my opinion. 2010, Kanye West is back top. with the album that took me a long time to really respect, and that was the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Look, Rob, I had to listen to it multiple times. I did. I had to listen to it multiple times. Noriega, the real
Hey, man.
Noriega, he owe me 100 favors.
Hey, Mr. Dudes, you on point. I ain't looking at the list, but you right. Rick Ross came on the scene, killing. Yes. Yeah, that boy had me listening to the whole album. All I need
But
is
that
Biggie
My
song.
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, like I will say this about Kanye. He's a trendsetter. 808s and Heartbreaks, that was 2008, I do believe, or 2007. Like that was really the first melodic mumble rap that we really heard. Heavy 808 slow down beats being rapped over at a really slow pace. Everything that you hear today, all that comes from 808 Heartbreaks, man. And so I can't say that. And like all the people who talk, what's the man? All my friends is dead. What's that rapper name? Push me to the edge. All my friends is dead.
Oh, Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, see, like all that type of rap flow that comes from that My Twisted Dark Fantasy, and I think like that's why, if you put rap in perspective to where it is today and where it came from for that sound, you got to credit Kanye. But runner-ups for 2010, of course, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, and then Eminem once again was in the honorable mentions. 2011, Drizzy Drake, best rapper 2011. Huh?
What album was that?
Take Care.
Oh, my favorite song ever from Drake came off that album.
Which song is that?
Miss Me.
Okay.
I just want you to miss me a little when I'm gone. That's when you used to look at the music on the music channels at the end of the cable, at like the 800s. I had recorded that mug. Just listen to it. Hey, Drake. I like singing Drake and rapping Drake, by the
way. I just like rapping Drake. Honorable mentions for 2011, Rick Ross, Jay-Z, and Kanye West.
Okay. I can go with that. I can go with Drizzy in the 11.
Yeah, because basically the Kanye and Jay-Z, that was when they did Watch the Throne. 2012, Drake runs it back and gets back-to-back champion. 2011, 2012. Man, I know, Mr. Dudes, that Watch the Throne is tough. Tough.
Is it better than Thank Me Later, though?
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Well, you gonna say yeah, because Jay-Z, but no.
But
like
no. It has nothing to do with Jay-Z. It's too much singing. Is it a rap album or is it an R&B album? Which one is it?
It's the best of both worlds.
No, that's best of both worlds was Jay-Z and R. Kelly.
No, that never came.
That did come out.
I know. I like that one. I like that one song they had. Let me see what.
That's who the best of both worlds was. But hey, I get it. Everybody's into the melodic sounds. Runners up for 2012. Honorable mentions: Kendrick Lamar, 2 Chainz, Rick Ross. So we got Rick Ross 3 years in a row. Honorable mention. And so this is 2 Chainz finally, going solo. Hits us with the True Religion. Spend It. And then he was on that Mercy with, Kanye West and them. That song was tough too. Then Kendrick Lamar, man. Oh, man. That Section 80 is tough. Tough. And then Rick Ross dropped the God Forgives I Don't album, which is crazy because it was number one, bro. But he didn't get Rapper of the Year. See what I'm saying?
I ain't going against Drake. So.
2013, Kendrick Lamar, Rapper of the Year.
Was that the album with the Please Don't Kill My Vibe and all that?
Yes. It's called Good Kid, Mad City was the name of the album.
Yeah. I'm going with the van on there. Yeah.
Honorable mentions for 2013: Drake, Danny Brown, which I have no clue who that is.
Danny Brown, where he from?
And 2 Chainz.
Where's Danny Brown from?
Danny Brown, who has little mainstream recognition, but has slowly built himself to a premier underground rapper. He had an album called Triple X that year.
Never heard of him.
And they say every track that he gets on with anybody, he slaughters them. I don't know who Danny Brown is. He sounds like one of their homeboys, maybe.
Okay.
2014, Nicki Minaj, The Pink Print. Arguments?
Hell no.
She snapped, bro.
Her album was more about features than her.
What?
Who's the honorable mentions that year? Give them to me.
Drake, Young Thug, and Killer Mike.
Drake.
Man, I don't know, man.
This was the Pink album?
Yeah.
Let me just check this album out real quick. You agree with that?
Yeah, because Drake didn't come out with nothing. Drake is only considered on here because he did the OVO SoundCloud merger thing.
Okay. Oh, Pink Friday. Okay, let's see what she had on here. I forgot. Oh yeah, she had The Moment for Life, Romance, Revenge. Okay.
2015, Drake. If you're reading this, it's too late.
Fire.
First ever Grammy nominated diss track in back-to-back.
Man, that's 3 years for my boy.
Yeah, he done won 3 times. He done won more times than my God. That's messed up. No, they tied. They tied at 3. Let me see if he can beat him. Hopefully he can't.
And he won back-to-back years.
So Drake, 2015, Rapper of the Year. Honorable mentions: Future, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. Finally get a J. Cole mention.
J. Cole got to win 1 year, man. Future had it.
2016, Chance the Rapper. I do not agree.
He had that one. Nah, he was on that song with Lil Wayne, that you don't want no problems. But I still think it should have been J. Cole.
So honorable mentions for that year is Q. Why is Q-Tip back in here?
Why is 2016? Who is Q-Tip? Q-Tip cousin work at Complex.
Q-Tip, Kendrick Lamar, and Young Thug.
Kendrick Lamar. He said Chance was fired that year. What song did he put out? Dang. Would I have ever said Chance the Rapper would make this list? No. Chance the Rapper makes the list off of Scarface.
But you got to think of the eras and years. But I'm trying to think. Okay, so 2016. What was I really listening to? I guess nothing new, evidently. Um, I don't know. "2017" Kendrick Lamar. Number one album debut, first solo single to hit number one, and 4 Grammys.
Sound like a number 1 year to me.
Yeah, it does. But the crazy thing is, he sold less records than he did on his first album. So was the music down in 2017?
Streaming was picking up, right?
Probably so. I probably didn't. I didn't think about that. Honorable mention: 2017, Jay-Z, Cardi B, and Future.
Cardi B. Wow. Okay. I wonder if Tekashi 6ix9ine gonna make this list.
He better not be a top rapper in none of these years.
Hey,
He better not be an honorable mention.
he might in one of these. What we on 2018, 2019? He might be on honorable mention because one of them songs he had was fire. Well, not to me, but
Not to none of us. Man, 444 is. Hey, I'm just a Jay-Z fan though. But 2018, this one gonna shock everybody. Who you think it was, Rob?
2018.
It's a shocker.
Future.
No.
I don't know then.
Pusha T.
What?
Pusha T. 2018.
I don't know about that.
He had a Grammy-nominated album in Daytona. And he also won Complex Best Album of the Year. With the story of, however you say Drake's kid's name, Adonis.
Oh, that was that year. Okay. Adonis. Yeah.
So, does he win? I mean, Daytona's all right. It is. It's okay album. So, does he win because he's the only rapper who beat a rapper and is still relevant after the fact?
What you mean?
So, who? I'm gonna ask you, who do you think won the battle between him and?
It was an incomplete battle because
What you mean incomplete?
Jay Prince wouldn't let Drake put out the rebuttal song that he had.
Pusha T won. How many battles has Drake lost?
He ain't been in that many battles.
But the ones he been in, how many did he lose? Did he lose to Meek Mill?
No.
All right. So all the other irrelevant people never lost to any of them.
No.
He loses. Thank you, Mr. Dude. He pulled a KRS-One that year. He hit him with a dope diss, man, and he's still around today. He ain't died. I'm talking about like he didn't die down. Like Meek Mill's buzz like died down, bro. Like after
Meek Mill went to jail. Meek Mill went to jail after that too.
You know how many artists drop songs from jail? Joel Santana did an album while in jail, bro.
What year was that?
Currently, right before he got released.
I was just saying, the man went to jail.
But still, his buzz hasn't been the same since, Rob. his buzz has not been the same since. When all right, so a lot of people would say Nas beat Jay-Z with Ether.
Did he?
No.
Boy,
He did not.
Man,
bro.
get off of it, man.
He did
get
not.
off of it, man.
Hey, he didn't beat Jay-Z with
Wipe the
Ether.
floor
A
with
lot
that.
of people would say he did, right? He didn't. Because after the Ether and after Takeover, who was relevant? Who was relevant after the fact? No, it has nothing to do with money.
What the?
Okay, Ja Rule 50 Cent. Hold on. Ja Rule didn't even make none of these lists, by the way, so far.
But that's blasphemy too, though, because Ja Rule
probably had the most number one at that time with all them, because he had a lot of girl songs, and so, but once 50, once he shit on Ja Rule, bro, Ja Rule was done for, irrelevant.
I'll give you that one.
Right. So once Jay-Z drops Takeover, Nas drops Ether. Nas was irrelevant for years until they got cool again.
And you say it don't got nothing to do with money or power.
No, it has to do with who really killed who.
I guess.
KRS-One, the bridge is over.
Hey man, 50 Buzz went the same after him and the game got into it.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, so yeah, that's what you see. What I'm saying.
Still, Ether was better than Takeover though. And I'm a Jay-Z fan. Like I like Jay-Z.
What makes it better?
Just what he was saying in that mug was just so fire. The way he introed the song, Jay-Z. That was I know you ain't coming at me, not you, Jay-Z. Hey, that was like everybody ran the 97.9 and was turned like, man. And then we heard the Takeover was like, oh, the Takeover, the way it's over.
I mean, the intro was fire. You're right.
Like that's cute.
But so was Takeover.
No, it was cool. It was cool. I mean, I like both of them for what they was. I picked Ether over Takeover. It was hard for me to do because I was a Jay-Z fan, but I did.
So Pusha T with Daytona and the story of Adon. I don't want to mess up nobody's kid's name. That's how we teachers be too. Mess up kids' names. 2018 rapper of the year. Honorable mentions: J. Cole. Man, my God, J. Cole can't win a year.
Can't win a year. Jesus Christ.
J. Cole, Drake, and then Travis Scott. I'm not a Travis Scott fan, bro. I don't know.
We got 3 years, 2 years left. Travis Scott had some hits on that year.
All right, so from me when it comes to music. If you lack conviction to me, if you don't make me believe what you're saying, you live that, or you've done that, or you've been around somebody who was really like that, then I can't get into you. Like, you don't give me that vibe if you're talking that kind of talk. Like, I don't know. That's just me though. A lot of people, I mean, that was Astro World.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people would think like, a lot of people more so are into the beat production than I'm more so into the lyrics, the lyricist that you are. Your metaphors, your double and triple entendres, your similes, all the stuff that you finna throw in here. as well as you talking whatever you talking. Like, you got to paint the picture. You got to make me believe your words, not the beat. I mean, it's lots of dope beats. We done seen Drake, Eminem get on other people's beats and kill the song. Like, we just seen that with J. Cole. My guy J. Cole just took Drake's beat and shit all over it. Killed it. It's the lyricists. Anyway, 2019, man, the baby.
What? The
Baby
Migos
on
don't
Baby.
get a year on him?
I'm going baby on baby.
No, that's not
No.
swaying me at all. Who's the honorable mentions?
Let's see. Honorable mentions: Young Thug, Benny the Butcher, and Freddie Gibbs.
Okay, it was the baby. The rest of that. Young Thug, okay. Benny the Butcher, I don't listen to that at all. Roddy Ricch really could have, Mr. Dudes. You're right. Roddy Ricch was fire. I don't know if
he had one hit though, right?
He did. But his streaming numbers was good. You gotta take into account the streaming numbers these years. The Migos could make it.
Hold on. So one hit makes you the best rapper of a whole year?
What hits did the baby have that year?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like 2019, I probably didn't listen to nothing.
I just don't know how to.
Because this is mixtape Benny the Butcher stuff.
Yeah. How did he even get on the list?
And then who is Gangsta Gibbs? Oh, Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs.
I mean, Freddie Gibbs is a tough lyricist, but I wasn't really like listening to him like on rotation. I was probably listening to something different. I don't know what I was listening to. I don't know what new music, I was listening to. 2020, Lil Baby.
Yes, sir.
Lil Baby.
Killer. Another lock year for me.
The Bigger Picture received 2 Grammy nominations. The most consumed album of 2020 was My Turn by Lil Baby. Honorable mentions: Freddie Gibbs, Lil Uzi Vert, Benny the Butcher.
Lil Uzi Vert was fire in 2020. I don't know how Freddie Gibbs keep getting on this list. His auntie must work at Complex. And Benny the Butcher's sister.
But you gotta think, like, Freddie Gibbs is one of them lyrical dudes. Like,
I can't name you one Freddie Gibbs song at all.
I know you can't.
If somebody put on Freddie Gibbs while I'm in the car, I might throw up.
So listen to a song called 1985 by Freddie Gibbs.
Only because you're recommending it.
To me, I'm just saying for the lyrical content of it. To me, I felt it should have been Benny the Butcher.
Over Lil Baby? Oh, that's right. You're a Lil Baby hater. You don't like Lil Baby. You said that verse he had on that Drake song was a fire. What was he saying? He wasn't saying nothing.
He wasn't. He didn't have the best verse.
Yes, he did. What are you? Oh, you are tripping. And I'm a Drake. He definitely had. Everybody said he killed Drake on that song. Everybody said that.
Y'all don't be listening to the lyrics.
I definitely listen to the lyrics. Read the lyric sheets.
Y'all like the flow of it.
I listen to the lyrics.
The cadence. I'm not talking about your cadence. I'm not talking about your flow. I'm talking about what you're talking about.
That boy say he lost. Man, boy say he lost in Las Vegas.
We're just gonna disagree on that one. But to me, Burden of Proof is another album I can go one to the end. Have you ever listened to Burden of Proof?
Hell no, I don't listen
exactly.
to Benny the
So
Butcher.
you can't.
It's trash. Ninja is trash.
Rob, you tripping, bro.
Benny the Butcher.
You ain't listen to like no Benny the Butcher, no Conway.
Not one
Oh
song.
my gosh!
Every time that come up in my mention, I couldn't, for $1 million right now, I couldn't tell you the name of one Benny the
Oh,
Butcher song.
sheesh, Rob, my goodness, bro, what you
It's
be
no
listening
wrong.
to?
What my
See, like once again, it go back to that cadence that y'all like that. Hey,
Mr. Dude, Mr. Dude, Ludacris did get honorable mention in 2001. Ja Rule should have got honorable mention some of them years. And while he up here doing this, Migos should have got honorable mention in one of them years too.
That's what y'all like, man. I got it. You couldn't understand nothing I was saying, but it sounded good, right?
Scarface don't rap like that at all. Pimp C and Bun B don't rap like that at all.
Yeah, but you only checking for them because they from the South, bro. That's it. That's it. It ain't no other reason.
Scarface is one of the most lyrical MCs ever.
I didn't say he wasn't, but I'm saying you're only checking for them as MCs who rap like that because they're from the South.
I like Ice Cube. I like Jay-Z. I like Nas. Hey, Mr. Dudes, the big dude named Backland had some of the best freestyles to me on one.
To me, the best person on Freestyle Friday was Poster Boy.
How did I know you was finna say that? The dude that stand up there and get a poster. Man, get out of here, man. You gotta have some
charisma. He was killing niggas.
He was better than Gene.
Yes.
He was better than Backland. You gonna say you don't even know who that is?
I know who that is.
So Backland wasn't a good lyricist.
He wasn't better than Poster Boy.
Man, Poster Boy was saying some.
It's even somebody from the neighborhood I grew up in who got into the Hall of Fame 106 Park named Agent Orange.
I know who that is.
He ain't better than Poster Boy either.
Hey man, look. If they did a champions, Poster Boy would not win.
Yes, he would, man. Poster Boy even went in Rap City, the basement, the booth with Fabulous, Big Tigger, DJ Clue, and he killed Fabulous. Come on, Rob. And you talk, oh, boy, hey man.
Hey,
y'all, you need to get on YouTube and watch Poster Boy, Rap City, the basement with Fabulous.
I seen it. I told you, I immersed myself into like. Come on, man.
We're going to move on. 2021. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know who.
I don't even like this dude. Tyler, the Creator.
Hell no. What? 2021.
Why wasn't J. Cole like? Why wasn't the off season? That should have put J. Cole as the best rapper in 2021.
J. Cole didn't win no years?
No years, bro. So yeah, Drake won the most years.
Ha!
But Jay-Z's still better.
Ha! Why they won't do their verses then?
Because it'll be pointless.
It'll
be like a concert for fun, man.
Man, Jay-Z, no.
That's gonna be a battle of eras, man. You got to put somebody who come out at the same time, man. Like that's you gonna have all the younger people rocking with Drake, all the older people rocking with Jay-Z. Like, come on, man.
I can't believe.
Yes, Tyler the Creator sold a lot of albums, but I just don't. After I heard that, what's that song called? Remember my earthquake? Like, whatever it's called. I was done. Like I can't fool with Tyler the Creator and his creativeness, and I'm cool. Like he's gonna change the sound of rap for when 2030. That's how everybody gonna be rapping. I get it. Like trust, I get the dynamics of it, but I'm not a fan of it, and so I'm gonna become that person like the older people who be like, music was best in the 80s and early 90s because music was so dynamic in the sense of within a genre, everybody didn't sound the exact same.
You're right.
I mean, you had different rock and roll styles. Like everything was different. Like rock and roll don't even exist no more. Now it's all everything is pop and rap, and even they consider R&B rap, like because that's how almost every rapper does now. So like R&B is dying because people aren't just singing.
Well, my favorite battle rapper, would be Ice Cube. New.
That No Vaseline goes tough though. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
And the newer one for me, I know Jacoby not gonna like this, Eminem. Because nobody wanted to challenge Eminem until he got
Eminem
older.
is still, and you right, because that's another one. So Eminem and who was the dude? Machine Gun Kelly?
Yes.
Like, where's he at right now? Irrelevant. You see what I'm saying? Like,
nobody wanted to challenge Eminem until he got older. Like in his
and
prime.
even then, he still killed Machine Gun Kelly.
He did. Watch that boy.
I mean, he's a dope lyricist, man. Always have been, always will be.
Ludacris got an honorable mention in 01.
He did.
Ja Rule should have got some honorable mentions some of them years. Migos should have got some honorable mentions one or two of those years to me.
Too Short got an honorable mention in the early 90s.
Yeah, he did.
But Juvenile, to me, honestly, the only Juvenile would be the single, like Back That Ass Up. Like,
boy, that album 400 Degrees was fire. 400 Degrees was fire.
The single, Back That Ass Up, is what made Juvenile's album that year good. Not if you take that off, he doesn't do the numbers.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see.
You take that off, he does not do the numbers, Rob. That's one of them songs that is going to go down in history. Every time it come on, the doom doom doom, it automatically brings people to dance floor. Like it's always going to be one of them songs. You can't go through and put on no other song off his album in a club. It's not going to have an effect, man.
Hold on 1 second.
Mace, I was never a fan of Mace. And maybe it was because Biggie had him wearing shiny suits and all that other crazy stuff.
Man, Mace can rap, though.
I'm not saying he can't. I just said I wasn't a fan. I was never a fan of Ja Rule either, though.
Well, if you say Back That Thing Up was that big of a song, then he should have got an honorable mention because that 400 Degrees sold 4 million albums that year.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's because of the single, though. And I agree. That's why I said Juvenile should have got it because of one song.
But that ain't even his biggest single ever, though.
Because of one song. What's his biggest single?
Slow Motion with my boy that got with Soldier.
Oh yeah, okay.
I like it like that. See,
once again, another song that when you put on, it make people.
Hey, that boy gets the.
Yeah, see.
It's like I got the world in my part. No, okay. And that was a good look. Doug, where are you, Doug? We needed you, Doug. We needed your expertise, Doug.
Oh, it's all right, man. We finna wrap up, man. But no, they snapped on the Slow Motion, man. But Jay-Z did do a remix stuff for Huh.
He did. Man,
And
push that Mr. Dudes.
Shout out Mr. Dudes, my guy, man. Stay for the whole thing. And whoever else, it was somebody else too. Shout out both of y'all.
Shout out both of y'all.
Real quick before we go though. When I first heard Huh, I was lost, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had no clue what was going on. I was so lost. Like I had to slow the song down Truly listen to it because I was like, I'm confused, bro. Like, what's going on right now? But for me, another, and I know they were more of a group, but 3-6 Mafia, like tear the club up, like that's tough to me. I've seen people like in the comments like talk about I was never a fan of Bone Thugs Harmony.
But you did say Twister was the only one rapping like that around that time. But
he did at first, yes, he was first.
He was first, but he wasn't the only one though. Because Bone Thugs was they stepped on that Notorious Thugs too. It's Bone and Biggie.
I don't even like that song.
Man, you tripping. Hey, Mr. Dudes, I'm gonna start hitting you with some stuff. You better ask G that about that R&B. I'll be going back in the 80s.
So R&B would be tough because when did R&B start? Like honestly, like I don't even think you can honestly like put a timeline on it. Like, when the very first R&B, I'm finna Google it real quick before we get off.
Mr. Dudes, give me two all-time underrated R&B people, dudes. I'm gonna tell you mine after you tell me. G they already know because I tell him all the time.
So 1944.
What the world? Was the radio even invented back then? I'm sure it was.
And that was that is you, is I, is you ain't my baby.
That was considered R&B?
Yeah, which is really what we would call boogie woogie music, but or that's the genre that it would be labeling today. In that time where you had the swing music for black people.
Keith Sweat and Maxwell. Oh, he went more new.
Keith Sweat a bagger.
Hey, that How Deep Is Your Love album. How deep is your
Keith Sweat is good. He is, but his voice gets annoying after a while. Rob, no, don't do that on the camera, my brother. Don't do that on the camera. You gonna
is your love?
do it on the camera, man.
Now I'm gonna tell you, Alexander
Maxwell.
Jeffrey
Maxwell.
Not Maxwell. Snap.
Maxwell has range. I mean, falsettos to lows.
LSG.
Maxwell is tough, man. As a singer. He said Coogee Sweater Keith Sweat too at that, boy. Man, I don't know who my favorite R&B solo artist is. Because I like a lot of people. But my favorite R&B group is Drew Hill. That's my favorite R&B group.
So I'm glad I didn't see you that meme with all them groups on there because everybody said take Drew Hill out, but you would have left for me.
Yeah, who else was on there?
Jodeci, New Edition, and somebody else. I can't remember. Oh, boy, it was Boys to Men, New Edition, Jodeci, and Drew Hill.
They all staying on. I can't take nobody off for that one. I guess I'd have died for not taking somebody off.
Mr. Dudes, I'm going to give it. My two underrated is Alexander O'Neal and Jeffrey Osborne.
But Boys to Men, honestly, is pop, not R&B.
That's a good point.
So I would take Boys to Men off because they got put into the pop genre because of how popular they were.
Yeah, they soared to success.
And they was taken off for the R&B. I mean, we still call them R&B, but they groomed what boy bands were supposed to look like. And the reason why Boys to Men lost their buzz was because they imitated them. They even got a thing on Netflix about it. When they started doing that, everybody was like, "Oh, skip Boys to Men." Now we got some people that look
like us, yeah,
singing and dancing. Your NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and 98 Degrees and because they tried it. Remember, we had New Edition, and they tried to do the New Kids on tried the same. They tried to do the same thing. New Kids on the Block, but they just couldn't. Mark Wahlberg couldn't just crack up to the Bobby Browns and Ralph Tresvant.
New Edition was tough.
Yeah. Blackstreet is another underrated group, man. And see, R&B, that's what I'm saying. R&B would be too tough to do.
Too tough,
like, who's the R&B singer of the year? That would be tough to do. Favorite girl R&B group?
Ooh, I got mine.
I don't know. Who's yours?
SWV.
They had hits.
Use your heart.
What about In Vogue? In Vogue had hits.
In Vogue had hits, yes. David Hollister was good.
Yeah, David Hollister from the show.
Escape had hits.
Escape. Total
had hits.
Tough. I even like 112, man, on the boy side.
No, I did like 112.
They even got a current song that bang, man.
TLC.
It's called Dangerous Games, 112. Man, if y'all ever listen to it, check that out.
Facts.
I didn't give the honorable mentions either of 2021.
Who was that?
Kanye West. J. Cole, which that's who should have won it with the offseason. That album was tough.
It was.
And then Matt Comey, which I know a lot of people don't have no clue who that is.
You be listening to him, right?
But yeah, no, Matt Comey, he signed with Griselda. He signed with Benny the Butcher and them. But he's from Haiti. He's Haitian. But he's
brown.
It takes a while for people to get into him. But his lyrical content is tough, bro. Like, if y'all haven't, this is a plug real quick. Make sure that y'all check out that Yo Gotti. I keep telling Rob he need to listen to it, man. Hey, that new Yo Gotti slams, bro. No lie, no cap. That new Yo Gotti goes tough. Yo Gotti, bro.
Y'all need to get on Calvin Richardson.
Yo Gotti snap. He snapped on there. I'm encouraging Rob to listen to both. Just pick any one of Benny the Butcher's albums. Anyone. Just, Rob, I would not lead you wrong with this. Pick any one of Benny Butcher's albums, and then pick any one of Conway the Machine's albums. Any of them. I guarantee you will not be disappointed.
Yes, I'm coming, Mr. Jordan. We coming. I'm listening to you.
I know, but I guarantee you we're not there.
Yeah, I know you going next week, right? To
the that's Wednesday. Yeah,
I don't know about. I know us two gonna be there for sure. I don't know about Gary and Ant. He said, I'm gonna send y'all some gym. Hey man, we gotta get Mr. Dudes on the show.
I am.
Dudes ain't never been on camera before.
Because you picked Westbrook to be number 6 in district.
No, I didn't actually.
So
I know for sure I'll put them in the playoffs.
I don't use Spotify, Mr. Dudes. I'm on iTunes. I say Apple Tunes. I'm on iTunes. But we can. I still have. I think I still got my Spotify account. I have to figure out what my login is.
And we went a marathon tonight.
But yeah. But no, man. Yeah, we did, man. Appreciate everybody for listening, watching, sharing. We talked about the top rappers of every single year, according to Complex.
Yeah.
On some of them they hit, on a couple, like that 2021, and a couple other years, very debatable.
Any lock years for you before we go? Any years that you was just like that was a lock for that person?
Yeah, every year Jay-Z won.
Other than that,
was lock years. I mean, a lot of the late and early 80s, because you gotta think it wasn't a lot of rappers.
True. At
that time, and so like the times. But I do feel LL should have won back-to-back years. I think he should have stole one from Run DMC in there, but I get it. Russell Simmons was the machine at that time with Def Jam, and I'm gonna make sure my brother is straight. So you got it. It is what it is. Usher versus C Brown versus Needed. Dance and singing. I don't know how that would go.
I know who I got.
Who? Usher? Chris Brown?
Chris Brown, the closest thing to Michael Jackson we ever seen, man.
For dancing and singing?
Yes. What's Blue Eyed Soul? I don't know what that consists of.
I don't know. Usher got some hits, bro.
You do?
So does Chris Brown.
Chris Brown got some hits.
They both got hits.
When they was kids to know.
You see, Usher too old as far as the dancing part.
Non-brown singers.
Yeah, so your favorite blue-eyed singer, Rob?
Oh, Adele.
Who?
Adele.
I like Adele. Okay, so
Adele
as a female, I'll go Adele.
Adele can really
As a male, who would you go? Who you gonna say? Justin Timberlake?
No, probably Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton?
I used to jam Michael Bolton
Okay.
back in the Michael Bolton can sing. Justin Timberlake a good one though. He did his thing.
I like Michael Bolton, man.
Yeah, Michael Bolton could
For me,
organize.
it was Michael McDonald.
What song he sung?
He sings that song with that on my own with
Oh, okay. This is not how it's supposed to be. On my own.
He was a part of the Doobie Brothers, man.
Okay.
Look,
Michael Jackson, the white one.
He who said I can't even see the comments.
Yeah, we do, Mr. Dools.
Because I'm looking at something else. I already knew who it was. Mr. Dools was cool, bro. That's my guy, though.
Had to flip over to move the algorithm. Appreciate that, Mr. Jordan.
Yes, sir,
Appreciate
man.
that.
Mr. Dools is my guy, man, for real. He said,
Mr. Jordan, dang, dude.
Michael Jackson, the white one.
The white one.
Sheesh.
Man, thank y'all for tuning in, man, on this special Thursday edition, man. This is one to, give y'all some love, man, on Thursday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Man, Mr. Dude's my guy, man, for that one. I ain't gonna stunt.
Dude, funny.
That's funny. Yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Until next time, we'll catch y'all, man. Shot clock, man. We out.